Everybody, Michael.
Popcorn at the bar radio here with Ace Hood. As you can see, he's already at the bar because he got some Ciroc. But I got to say, we just seen Ace Hood and Real Genuine dude. I salute you. I salute you. Like, just your humble ass and stuff. I appreciate every artist like you. That's it. At the bar.
Yeah, at the bar radio.
You already know this the king of Philly, man. At the bar radio, man. You already right.
Where to get lit at? You on your own. Just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act good, getting on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always tripping. I been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my brody came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, Tuna, you made this?
I'm all alone. I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone. I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act good, getting on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always tripping. I been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my brody came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back.
Has this with her coffee every morning, you know.
Oh, they might be related. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 your boat gently down the street. Yo.
Wow.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on at the bar? At the bar. It is me, 151. And we got CP3 in the building.
Yeah.
Oh shit, West Coast CP3 in the building.
No, wait, it's been 2 weeks. I ain't been on the air with y'all, man. I missed y'all, bro. I missed y'all.
We got DJ Grip in the building. What up, DJ Grip?
Hello. Good evening. Making a quick appearance. Picking some alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
That's what
And we got Lady Antoinette in the building.
Hello.
You know,
That's fitting. That's fitting for your name here in Bottles 20. That's going to be your new intro. We should have make sure we're going to use that for an intro now. Say, Lady Antoinette, clean,
Cling, cling, cling,
bottles clicking together. It just goes hand in hand.
So,
Yeah, the shake not
man.
wrong.
Yeah, because it hits you.
So
it's warm.
it's warm.
Toasty.
He's definitely sick.
Toasty feeling.
I'm just saying, that's a big ass spot.
I don't understand what the problem is.
I just know I got bottle envy right now because I pulled my bottle out and then she came in with Gigantor.
She couldn't even put it in the bag. She couldn't even put the bottle in the bag. It
Like-
leaked out. It was she just came in.
She couldn't even hide that shit. That bottle is bigger than some of the kids I know.
And the Bucks have just trimmed the lead to 7 points with 4 minutes left. I told you.
Oh, Lord.
I told you.
Please stop Tom Brady at any cost.
Y'all, the game is not over with Brady and the NFL involved, man. The Rams just got to get a sustained drive to not let them get the ball back or score so they can come back.
So CP3, you did something very interesting today.
What that is?
What you
You pissed off a lot of people with a comment.
Oh, yeah. I've been sitting back since the Washington football team season has been over and just been, looking at social media. I've been on Twitter. See, Twitter is wild. I had no idea. I was on Twitter for, when I first started the show and started writing, but I haven't really been on there as much. But I've been trying to get my engagement back up. So I've been reading some of the comments from some of the fans, and the way they demonize Daniel Snyder is crazy. That Snyder curse. They blame that man for everything. And I just put a post out there that if you know the history of the team, we actually had an owner that traded the first pick of the draft because he didn't want to draft a black player. We had a lot of folks love Jack Kent Cook, but there's a secret you guys don't know about Jack Kent Cook. A
What's
lot of
that
folks
secret?
don't talk about. Jack Kent Cook was also a little racist himself also. That when Joe Gibbs was here, he was the middleman for Jack Kent Cook and the black players. Hence, when Joe Gibbs retired, the team started taking that turn before he even sold the team to Snyder. So, and if you look at the history of the franchise, they're only a 500 franchise. We had a decade where they were great, won 3 Super Bowls, but other than that, they've been a 500 franchise since they were founded. So this isn't some storied franchise like the Steelers with their, Super Bowl and the steel curtain and their decades of, playoff appearances. Not even the Cowboys who had their run in the 70s and their run in the 90s. We're not in that class, but because certain DC sports media outlets blow that smoke up your ass and you believe it, and now you're on social media spouting all of this stuff about how he's ruined the franchise, but franchise was never really that great. We had a good run for a 10-year stretch out of 80 plus. That's not a storied franchise.
I
So
don't think he's a good owner, but I don't think that he's the cause of everything.
I mean, his biggest mistake, besides when he first took over the team, treating it like a fantasy football team, because he was a business owner, he was a businessman, and he looked at it as a business and not as a football team. The only difference between him and Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones had a football background. That's why when he made those moves earlier in his ownership, the team was successful. Snyder, he didn't have that football background, so he didn't understand that it's not just about plugging people on the field and everything's going to work out and you're going to win. And unfortunately, it took him a long time to learn that. And now, with the new regime that's in there, you have a football-minded coach. You have a football-minded front office, and he stepped back. A lot of fans were complaining that he's too hands-on and he needs to step back and let the football guys do it. Now he's doing that. Oh, you can tell he doesn't care. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't, do this or do that. So it's like you can't have it both ways. Yeah. So he stepped away, just like with Bruce Allen. A lot of fans demonize him, but he was brought in for one thing: to fix the salary cap, and that's what he did. Right now, we're in the prime spot. That's why this offseason is going to be so key for this team via draft and free agency, because they have a lot of cap money. You have an expiring contract on Brandon Sheriff, who I don't care how many times he say he wants to be a lifetime Washington football player. He's not going to be here because we're not re-signing him to another franchise tag. They already offered to make him the highest paid guard in the league, and he turned that down. So besides him not being able to stay healthy, he hasn't played a full season since 2018.
True.
So he's made 18 million in the last 2 years, and if they re-sign him to a franchise, then he's looking to make 25 million,
Yep.
which would then make him the highest paid guard on top of what they already offered him.
Right.
So, and honestly, when Wes Schweitzer came in, he played guard just as well. So, pretty much that's another 18 million cleared up. Landon Collins, if he doesn't take a pay cut, he's gone. He's 17 million on the books. So between those two players right there, you're looking at 35 million in cap space, and they're already, I believe, 35 million under the cap. With most of their first round draft picks still locked up, they're probably going to extend Sweat. They're probably going to extend Terry. They're going to throw the whole Brinks truck at Terry because they don't even want him to touch the free agent market. Yeah. So
The Brinks truck though.
the Brinks
The whole truck?
So he said they're gonna throw it.
they're gonna throw it at him. They're gonna like, dude.
That's a visualization
right
there.
they're
Like
gonna throw
to
it at
see
him.
someone pick up a Brinks truck and just throw it.
We're gonna give you a
You
nice
sure
check.
you're not a
You just-
superhero fan? Because that sounds like something in one of them.
I've been hanging around y'all, man. Shit, reading comic books and shit.
You've been
watching
reading
Marvel.
comic books?
I've been scrolling them. I check out.
That's like a nigga saying they read Playboy.
I look at the
Yeah.
pictures too.
Two? So you read it?
Sometimes read some interesting stuff in it.
What?
Really? Like what?
Name me one good article Playboy wrote.
My memory's not keen on those things. That's just when I'm trying to relax and just.
No,
get away
that's
from
when you're
stress.
lying.
No, it's just something just to put some stuff in my head.
What?
Because my mind is always working,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I have to do other bullshit just to take my mind off of stuff that's wrong.
Okay, like read the articles.
Read, I don't read. I've never really been a Playboy
Penthouse,
fan. Nah, hell no. You know, I'm looking at
Hustler,
you know,
Blacktail.
yeah, shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in old school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
It is.
crazy. But yeah, watching football, man, just want to be out.
Yes.
February 2nd, they're announcing the new name and logo and brand and everything.
2222.
Yeah, on NBC today. I don't know how that happened. I'll be checking it out. And
It's big news.
I really, like I said before, I really don't care. I would rather it could stay Washington football team for all I care. Honestly, I don't mind that.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, it's just
Like that.
yeah, as long as you win, I don't give a damn what your name is. Just win and improve. Because winning cures all. You know, no matter what the name is, everybody think it's going to be Commanders, and everybody's trying to go online and unblur the image and say this is what they saw. So honestly, I don't care. I'm glad it's finally going to be over.
Yeah.
Because
This
I'm
has
just
been a
tired of
circus.
everybody talking about it, fans, media included. It's just like, come on. And once that happens, then then we can focus on the real football stuff. All season draft coming up. Some of the Senior Bowl. A lot of folks are upset because Coach Rivera is going to be there, but he's still another coach. Man, want to take some time off. Man, he's finished fighting cancer a year ago. What the fuck?
Right.
Let the man spend some time with his family. But yeah, then I get into a little bit of hockey. The Capitals are they're going through a rough stretch lately. They had an overtime win, came back on Ottawa last night. They were down 2-0. Owen scored 2 goals in the third, and Nicholas Backstrom made a filthy play in overtime to steal the puck and hit a nasty backhand top shelf to get the Capitals 2 points. They still have some health issues. TJ Oshie's still out. Nicholas Backstrom just came back. He's been out most of the season. They're sitting in, I believe, third place still. The Rangers are in first place, which I can't believe I'm saying that, 'cause I definitely expect them to be in first. But with some of the games that were
Is that a New York
so,
thing?
Nah, because when we
He
played
getting
them early in the
up.
season, we bust their ass, and, because they was supposed to be more of a physical team to counter what Tom Wilson did to one of their players, and they tried to be more physical. We pretty much handled it. We haven't played them since, maybe because some of the games were canceled due to the COVID protocols and stuff like that, which are going to be made up through the Olympic break because the NHL players aren't going to the Olympics, so they rescheduled that 3-week break that it was supposed to be for the Olympics for all the games that were missed to be made up. So you can check out the page, the listing on sportsothp.com on our website or on the Facebook page with all the games going to be made up in that 3 week span, it's like 6 or 7 games. So yeah, they definitely going to be busy. And the Wizards,
They lost.
yeah, they're last I checked, they were in like 10th place in the division.
Damn, Lady Antoinette, you.
I was a little upset about that.
Yeah, coach was in COVID protocol. He should be coming back, I believe, tonight. The coach was there. The game is, they already did, I think,
They
at
lost.
3:30. They lost. Yeah, I haven't really. I'm not a basketball fan.
Right.
I was watching, and it's crazy that when they were playing as well they were without Bill, and when he came back, it's like something they just couldn't get it back together.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but the NBA Roundtable will definitely talk about that tomorrow night on Sports and Hill also, and we'll talk about these NFL playoff games. We already had both number 1 seeds get knocked out.
Oops.
Tennessee got put out yesterday. San Francisco put out Green Bay, which also.
You hate Green Bay.
It's not a hate me. I just don't like it at all. The hype of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh man, he's a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback, but he's not how great everybody makes him.
Right, but don't allow what they say to make you hate this man.
No, but he's also a piece of shit.
Okay, so is Brady.
Yeah, but Brady has 7 rings. I got the part that he has 1 ring, and everybody makes the excuse, "Oh, he never had help." Say what? So he did it all himself when he won the Super Bowl. All right, it's not 21 other people on that field. Okay, miss me with that bullshit.
They CP3.
Now he's going to be a free agent. He's already said he's not going to be there for the rebuild. So now there's going to be a bidding war. And then wherever he goes, if they don't win, it's going to be somebody.
I don't feel like it should be a big bidding war. I like Aaron Rodgers, but he's old. He's old, so I think he should stay and retire in Green Bay.
And the word is he's going to Pittsburgh.
I've heard that.
Ooh.
However, he's old.
He's old.
So you think Ben's gonna retire?
Pittsburgh have a defense. They defense just got hurt.
You think Ben's gonna retire?
Ben's already said he's done.
Yeah, Ben shouldn't be in the league, but that's a whole nother story that has nothing to do with football.
Right.
But he shouldn't have been playing. But I don't feel like
Raping them rings.
I think Aaron, I really think he should just stay with Green Bay, honestly, and retire from Green Bay. He's old.
That relationship is fractured. He's still upset because they drafted a quarterback and didn't consult him about it. Who the fuck are you? You're a player on the team. Why did I tell you who I drafted? And then you're going to come out the media and be upset about it?
Caucasian male that is the quarterback of a team
The
in
whitest team.
Wisconsin.
White man land.
He is acting exactly how he should be, honestly. Because that's what they do. This is Green Bay. First of all, he's like a god in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's cool. He's still a dick, too.
So is Brady.
But Brady has 7 rings.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm
That's
gonna
a big
be honest. When people say Aaron Rodgers didn't have help, I understand. I don't agree with it necessarily. I think it is insulting to the other people on the team. However, he didn't have a super team.
Brady never had a super team.
Brady at least had people he brought with him to Tampa Bay.
I mean, Tampa Bay with Gronk. I mean, with Gronk, that dude is just his
weird.
size is just ridiculous.
But what I'm saying is, Aaron doesn't have that. If he goes to another team, is he gonna bring some people with him? And who?
Because he's a dick. Nobody's gonna follow him. That's
Here's
the
the
point
thing.
that I'm making. Brady is likable though,
But no,
and they know success is
Brady
gonna follow
is the
him.
same way. However, Gronk is the same way as Brady. I just had this conversation. Gronk and Brady are like two in the same. There are a lot of men that act just like that in the NFL right now.
Yeah, they're assholes. But most
And
athletes are assholes.
Aaron,
But Aaron is a whole different type. Most people that when they talk to them after they've been friends with or interacted with Aaron Rodgers, they all have the same reaction, either they still his friend or not. He's a dick.
right? And they say the same thing about Brady.
Yeah, but Brady is at least likable.
Now, who said that?
Most
said
folks that
Who?
most of the folks that's a consensus, and that's most players. That's why they follow him because he might be a dick. He
When
wins and
Brady's
he's like.
he's one way.
Oh yeah, of course.
When he leaves, no.
Every athlete's like that. They're one person on the field, and off the field they're someone else.
But see, Aaron is the same.
No, but Aaron is a dick though.
He's
That's
the
the
same
whole
on At least you know what you get with him.
That
Brady,
dude is
while
a
y'all
dick.
on the field, y'all best friends, and then later on,
And then when he see you in the mall, you don't speak to you.
right?
Hey,
I would prefer
you know,
the Aaron before I
but
get
I'm
to Brady.
saying,
That nigga walk.
work
That
together.
nigga be walking right by you with his supermodel wife like I ain't teammates.
It's like I say in my job. We're here to make money, not make friends.
Right,
We
and
supposed to be
Aaron
cool, we
is
supposed
not going to pretend.
Yeah, I'm not talking about him being a friend. He's just a dick as a person, not
Because
as
that's
a
who
friend.
he is. He's not going to fake about it. Brady will fake like he's not. And he is.
I mean,
Yeah, we all know he
but-
is.
And Gronk too. Gronk is the
CP3.
same
But he
way.
does that for his promotion. He don't want to lose in the door. He got to keep that fake
Guess
smile
what?
on everybody.
Aaron has always been the same way.
And that's why
You see his face on a bunch of endorsements. Don't fake.
I see him on State Farm. Whatever.
hey.
I've seen him on a lot of things.
Ask Jake about that State Farm money.
Well, I know Jake living life right now, but Aaron, he just
What's the deal he had? Double check. What is it?
discount double check.
Yeah, discount double
Yeah, it was
check.
State Farm, man.
I know.
Yo, but real talk though. I can when you say he's if he's a dick on the field and in real life, I can relate because I always just tell people I'm an asshole, so it is what it is. Like
I would take that before I would take someone who pretends to be my friend and then.
like if you do something stupid, I am gonna call you out on. That's just my nature. So, but you know, but on some sad news. Oh wait, before you even talk about the sad news, what's going on with you, Lady Antoinette?
I am behaving myself. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
I am not. And you were referenced our last show.
Oh, really?
Because our one of our guests, said something in reference to me shanking people, and I don't.
You don't want to shank the gift though?
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't almost do it, but I let them know that if more people were coming in, that somebody was probably gonna be in trouble because it was a few of them.
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
It was like we got more people. She's like that wasn't work.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like no, because I counted as y'all was coming in.
How many?
It was 4.
It was 4. They was at the limit.
Oh, man.
And I was like, nope. But they were cool.
They were cool people. I know CB though. He
They cool people. So I told them, I was like, y'all good because sometimes we had 2 people and they ignorant. So they was good. But
we had something in the bag, things that hand.
Oh yeah, we know what you bring to video shoots.
Yeah.
well, I was looking at them like, do I need to take something up, out, because y'all know I usually have some things going on. But I will say that shout out to PG County Public Schools. I think actually maybe all of Maryland, but I know PG and Montgomery County are sending these kids home with at-home COVID tests. And then you gotta do the test, take a picture and upload it before they go back to school on Monday. So you gotta do it Sunday.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Shout out to them. Thanks.
PG County, y'all suck.
Thanks. Because my son, the first time he saw one, he was like, is this a pregnancy test? First of all, what you know about a pregnancy test?
I mean, how old is he?
He's 15, but
Oh,
He
still.
should know.
I said, what you know? Who you got to take a pregnancy test? Nah. I'm just saying, it looked like a pregnancy. How you know? How you know? But it is legit like a pregnancy test.
Why you gonna grill him
It
like
got
that?
little lines and everything. 2 lines mean positive. I mean,
You know what?
that's what it is. I'm so serious. But it's crazy because I bought the I bought some home COVID tests, and the school ended up giving them the same brand.
Oh shit.
And then shout out to our government. If you guys haven't already, they have the link out already. It's active for everyone to get every
Yes.
address. You get 4 home COVID tests. So shout out to them. But other than that, I'm good.
So this
I saw the study that said THC might help help you not get COVID. I think that might be true.
Somebody was high when they said that. They
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying. And I saw no, I didn't read the article, but that's what they say. I was like, that makes.
Who is they?
I didn't.
Because let me tell you something. A lot of these they out here lying.
But it makes sense though. I didn't work every day during the pandemic, and I ain't got nothing.
Well, I don't smoke, and I haven't got nothing. And I've been in contact with people who had later on. I found out they had COVID, and I had to go get tested. I was negative.
You did spend some time at home.
No, what I'm saying,
Working
no,
from home. I was out working in a store.
you forgot where I worked before
Yeah, I'm just saying
Why
that you did spend
is
some
he
time.
calling
at the
him?
beginning of COVID.
I was working in the low, seeing hundreds of people a day.
Hey, do
And
you
I still-
remember that I wasn't working from home at the beginning of
And
COVID?
the same thing. I wasn't working from home and nothing.
And I didn't get nothing. And
Mhm.
everybody, it was on the news when my place of employment got COVID. Okay, I'm not gonna put that on air because I don't want anybody to really know my business. But my place of employment was on the news. I never got it.
My whole family got it.
My office before COVID was technically here because they say March of 2020, but that fall in
Yeah, so-
19, it was really bad. Something bad was going on.
November,
And the
December,
whole office was out. Like, I'm so sick. Like, this wasn't even, this was around Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that. And the whole office was out, not because everybody was like on leave, but they were sick. And trust and believe, I was taking my precautions then. I was spraying stuff, Lysol, hand sanitizer, wiping stuff down. Yep. I did that in the fall of 19. I was constantly wiping stuff down because it was always people in and out, in and out. So, I mean, I don't smoke. So, why you look at me like that? I'm telling the truth.
I got my theories, you got yours.
I'm just saying, but I mean, a lot of things that get shared to us isn't true. You that's the one you gonna run with.
That's what that I'm gonna stick with that.
So,
A lot of these things they really don't know. You know, they haven't done enough tests and things like that to really know. The same thing, you know, I've heard that this will be at its peak next month, the Omicron. But like they said that it was gonna happen this month. So
it's a
they're gonna
guess.
keep telling, right? They're guessing, but they're presenting it like it's facts. And I
Facts.
don't like that. You don't know. You don't know until it happens.
Sure indeed. Well, we lost. Well, actually, Regina King lost her son. He committed suicide.
Yes.
So we send our prayers out to Regina King,
Yes.
phenomenal actress.
And her son had
and
an
director.
up-and-coming career himself.
Yeah. And then we lost Meatloaf.
Uh-huh.
It was funny because a guy at my job, an older dude at my job, came to me. Shut up. An older dude at my job came to me and was like, "Did you notice the guy, the singer that died?" I said, "Meatloaf, yeah." And he was like, "That song was so beautiful."
It was.
And he was like, "But why was he called Meatloaf? It makes such a." I was just like, "Yo, that was just his name."
That was his name.
I was
thought
like-
that was strange too back in the day. I was like, it's a Beatles song. This dude's called
But Meatloaf.
his name's Meatloaf. Because didn't he do the song that isn't that the song from Beauty and the Beast? Or what was the one with the beast? Didn't he do a song for that one?
For one of the Disney movies?
Not Beauty and the Beast. What was it called? It was similar to Beauty and the Beast, but it was called something else.
He was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know he was in that.
Right, yeah. But no, maybe it was a show. I remember it was a guy with lion-looking hair.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know what I'm talking about?
It was called Beauty and the Beast.
I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. But I do remember.
But it was like in modern times, and he was living in the city, and
Mhm.
I used to watch that show, and,
Yeah.
and as an adult, I just
I did
realized
too.
that show sucked.
It did.
That show sucked horribly.
But on the same day, Louis Anderson passed
Yes,
away.
Louis Anderson passed away.
I was like, man, right after Bob Saget. I'm like, this is a lie.
I was like, damn, 2022 is just really just taking the
Yeah,
fun out of
that's
everything.
the
Like, you
head.
just want to come in storming. It's like you opening the door and someone's just stomping you as soon as you open the door.
And Regina, like with her son, his birthday was Wednesday, and then we
Yeah.
found out Friday
Yeah,
that he committed suicide. That's heartbreaking.
it is. It is.
And that was her only son. And she always spoke so highly of him and talked about their relationship all the time.
But one of the things I always, and I'm very candid about this, um, you know, mental illness and stuff, especially going through what we're going through now.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's something that you gotta deal with, and you gotta really seek help. Like I said, I found myself, going into depression. I've had, you know, my cousin died, then I had my friend, one of my best friends died. Then I had my aunt died. Then I had my uncle and then my stepmom. It was so much. Like um, I would come home from work and outside of doing the show, I wasn't even doing that. I would come home from work and just it'd be like 6 o'clock. I just get into bed and don't even do anything.
Right.
Not even watch TV. Just there.
Yeah.
And that mental health is if you don't recognize the signs, it could really overtake you.
Yeah.
So I stress, definitely, I encourage people to, whether it's your priest, your pastor, or a therapist, find somebody that you can definitely talk it out and overcome that.
Or even a friend, someone who has a positive aspect.
Definitely.
So you don't have to. A lot of times people think they're going through these things alone.
Yeah.
You don't have to. But definitely
Right.
my condolences.
I was definitely like I said, because and to friends, if you see your friend struggling or just the smallest thing, it could be the smallest thing. Reach out and you can probably make that person's day.
Yeah.
Like New Year's, Grip reached out to me, said, hey, come over, and let's just do a show tonight, and that helped me heal.
Right.
Instead of being in the house and depressed and thinking about, I just lost another loved one, and we just had fun and we celebrated friendship, and it led to me being in a better place in a positive aspect. So, definitely, if you know one of your friends or your loved ones is going through something, reach out. Just say, hey, let's go to the bar today. Let's go take some pictures or go for a walk or whatever. Just reach out and just, you can help them heal.
Extend that hand.
Definitely.
And honestly, it's not just someone like your peer. You have your elderly family members. You have your kids. I mean, kids are really taking. I don't know what I would have done. Like my daughter, for instance, she was class of 2020. Like they didn't have the last half of their senior year. They didn't have prom. They didn't have graduation. They couldn't tell their friends goodbye. A lot of them were scared to go to school come their freshman year.
Yeah.
So a lot of these kids that it's a lot. You know, and they keep going back and forth between virtual and going in, and they're going to school fearful. It's
Hey,
bad.
Lady Anthony, do me a one favor. Can you bring that Takiti, the rum bottle back a little? Like bring it towards you. Ah, yeah. Because it was poking out and it was looking kind of blurry. I didn't know what the hell that was at first. I was like, what the hell is? Oh, that's liquor.
Why are you shaking your head at me? I didn't push this bottle. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a ship. Oh, but you're not gonna drink no Baileys because you're scared.
Damn, she trying to call you out, son.
That's cool.
You don't care.
I'm fall for that shit.
I was just asking a question. I mean, you just saying,
But what is it?
it's rum. He just said it was rum. Mm-hmm.
No, I can't remember if I ever had. I think I had some. What the Captain Morgan rum?
This is not 1993.
I think the last time I had it was Captain Morgan. I started doing the Captain Morgan too.
So, a black woman from Detroit was sworn in as a judge by her dad, who is also a judge.
That's cool.
That is dope.
That's so cool.
Like that is dope. That is dope. That is dope.
hmm That's generational right there. Generational greatness.
Would you date a Judge CP3?
No. I could have answered. I could have
What if
answered.
she was? What if she was sexy?
There's some out there.
Judge. Yeah, I think Judge. Yeah, cop. No, I didn't been in that situation before.
We missed the last, missed it. Buccaneers tied it, and then.
Yeah, I saw 30 to 27.
Yeah.
The Rams won.
Gone.
I told you they was gonna find a way.
We lose it. We lost our signal.
Now I'm trying to get the.
Okay, do your thing. Do
yeah.
your thing. I didn't mean to interrupt. Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just like.
No, I told you it was going. The radio was gonna find a way to tie it up. No, I told you.
You called it. You called it. You called it.
Shout out to Spotify for taking my money because they didn't want me. They didn't want it early in the week.
That's okay. That's okay. We just move on. What's the next one on?
Yeah,
CBS,
Buffalo,
right?
Yeah,
CBS?
Buffalo, Kansas City.
That's CBS, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm about to. I got an NFL.
Okay.
Yeah. Know how we do.
All right.
Streaming, baby.
That's a weird flex, but all right.
Hey man, we get all the sports on Sports OTHP, baby. I can get everything anywhere. Streaming on laptop, phone. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
You got ESPN Plus too.
Nah, I don't like you. Fuck it. They don't do sports.
They gave it to me free. So I got a little bundle.
So CP3.
Why, what, HBO Max you get?
I got it because of Disney Plus, Hulu,
Yeah.
all that.
Well, I'm using somebody else.
Oh, you know what? You the reason why they keep raising the price.
It ain't my fault.
It's mine.
It's fine.
Yeah, man. I've been watching Mayor of Kingstown, but that shit really.
That shit ridiculous, ain't it?
Man, I'm
I
on
told
episode
you.
6, man. I gotta get to watching this through.
It's some good stuff. It's some good stuff.
Mhm.
I'm loving the Book of Boba Fett right now, and I'm loving Power season 2. Tariq is the kid that you just want to beat the fuck out of.
I feel like people been saying this for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch Power. The only episode of Power that I like sat down. Actually, I might have watched the first episode, the very first one, and then I watched the one where Method Man was smashing off like his secretary or something.
Yeah.
And those are only 2 episodes I've ever seen. And that was the that wasn't the first. That wasn't the original.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big Power fan. However, I do know that that's been the go-to.
I mean, I think it's pretty good. Mary J. Blige's acting.
Is yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There've been some complaints, honestly. I've heard.
Oh, and you're being nice. You're being nice. Oh, God bless you, sister. You're being nice.
And I've seen her acting before.
So
as well.
you've seen her acting before. It's like the same So her acting is 50 Cent in Get Rich or Die Trying back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like she's so married that it's hard to step out of that.
No, I feel like she sucks as an
Well,
actress.
no, that's
Exactly.
the definition of it. But the reason why she's not going to be a good actress is because she's so genuine to herself that she can't step out of her zone. She can't step out of herself.
She didn't take the same acting classes that Meth took. That's all.
So here's the thing
But
about.
Meth been acting much longer.
But Murray's been acting since that low budget ass movie with Q-Tip and
She
Fat
hasn't
Joe.
been
I
as
mean,
frequent.
regardless, my point is that you ain't whoever your acting coach is needs to be fired. Needs to be fired.
But see, at the same time, with her, first of all, Method Man is a creative. You know, he's a creator. He's able to have imagination on different levels than Mary. Mary's not the creative. She has talent singing and performing, but she's not the creative. She's not the one that's writing all of her stuff. You know, you look at Method Man in his career, he had to be a creative in order to get to where he was in his music career. So obviously, sometimes he's able to move over into acting because he has that imagination there.
You know you know. So here's the thing about that, and is that when you think of the person who played Tommy, he embodied that character. When you think about the original Power, the person who played Ghost, he embodied that
These are
character.
actors. These are
Um,
actors.
Tariq, he embodied that character.
Right.
Like this little boy make you like if you really see him in real life, you probably want to fuck him up because he done pissed you off for like almost 5 years now.
But no, it's no, like this little boy, he was acting before. He had some other roles that people hated him. So they're like, this is literally like the most hated kid ever. Because other roles outside of Power that he's played, he did
Go
a really
play
good
fucked up
job.
kid.
So people don't like this boy. I feel bad for him because I'm sure in public there people are like really doing him
He
dirty.
probably was gonna sit there and be like, "Fuck you, Tariq."
But no, he has I think he said this like on his social media or something one time before that people hate him. It's like they love him, but they hate him. And that just means that you're a good actor.
Yeah,
It's sad, but it
But-
does mean that you're a good actor.
Exactly.
But
But-
Mary's not an actress.
Exactly.
she
She
delivered
doesn't
them.
convince me.
She delivered them lines like she was still reading. Like them shit.
Because she literally, okay, when you're acting, you do have lines, which is reading. She
But-
can't deliver them because she does not have that concept. That
But-
like I said, she's not a creative. She
But here's the-
doesn't have that creative concept.
But here's the
Isn't
thing,
it-
though.
But at the end of the day, isn't it about just you just being able to deliver? And if you're hired to do a job, and you delivering. I mean,
She's not capable. She really shouldn't have got the role, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I can agree to
I
that.
think that she got the role because she's married, not because she was the best actress.
Because-
And I'm gonna
because-
be real with- like if I was an actress, right, and I went up for that role, and I didn't get it, and they gave it to Mary, and she put on the performances because I have seen some of her work on Power, I would have been mad.
Yeah.
Because if I'm taking this serious and she literally got the role because no shade to Mary, I love her, but you know, everyone has their lane.
Acting
And we
ain't
know,
it.
we know dancing ain't her lane, and we know acting ain't her lane. Kudos to her for trying to step out. However, it's not your lane.
It sucks.
So
maybe 50 was trying to create some nostalgia with her and Meth in the
Well-
same scene together.
yeah,
Because, because
Yeah.
of the hit record 25.
I mean, that's a,
Because me as an old head,
but
that's
you
what I
could
saw.
have accomplished that with a cameo.
You're
You
right.
see what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because putting Mary in a show as a cameo is great, and no shade because at the same time she making money off of this, so I understand she got to get her bag. But when it comes to quality, when it comes to giving your audience the best that they could possibly get,
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like somebody else could be cast in that role.
they should have got the girl who played Kane's mom in Rise of Kane because
Exactly.
she is good. She is
Exactly.
good. She is
Exactly.
good.
But like, you know, she's married and there are people who love her and they're happy to see that she's in a role. However, I have not heard anyone saying that she bodied that role and made it her own.
Nah,
I've
nah,
never heard
no,
anyone say that.
She,
And honestly, on anything she's been in, I haven't heard that.
no.
She did a good job. I feel like that show Queens, I feel like if she was in that, she may be okay because she would literally be playing someone that's close to her personality. So I don't like when they typecast people, but Mary's a type that you may have to typecast because she's not gonna be good and she's not versatile.
That is, I can agree to that shit.
I'm sorry, Mary. I love
I mean, don't get me
her.
wrong, you
Or
still
maybe
look
she-
good.
or maybe she told her agent, hey, I don't want to be typecast. Don't put me in those type
Right.
roles. Maybe I think I'm something I'm not. Don't put me in those roles.
Go back to
And
being
maybe-
typecast.
Here's the thing. It's
I feel you.
when
I
it
feel
comes to Mary, I feel like this, and one thing that is something that I do admire about her. She don't care what y'all say
She got the bag.
because we done said for how long that this woman cannot dance. For like 30 years now, we done said this woman cannot dance, and guess what Mary do? She keep dancing. She was dancing just on her birthday. Her birthday just passed. She was partying, dancing. I was like, Lord bless her. But she gonna keep dancing and she gonna keep acting. And I mean, regardless of what we say, Mary gonna do Mary. And that's why I admire that about her, that she's able to be like, I don't care what they say, what the critics say, I'm gonna still do what I want to do. So kudos to her for that. I'm just not a fan of her acting.
CP3. Would you tell her that she has good dance moves and she can act well just to hit?
He would.
Just to hit?
Just to hit.
Yeah, he would. Oh, you the best actress ever.
Let me answer that. Why he feel like he was thinking about it? Nigga, we know you would.
The answer is yes. I'm sure you would lie for less. Like, ain't no problem. Nah, it ain't no problem.
How do you submit music?
Oh.
So if you look at the very top over the telephone number, it says email MP3s to Joaquin151@gmail. So that's how you submit the music.
You got two. Now keep both of them so you can get this too.
So that's how you submit the music. You submit the music by emailing it. Oh yeah, then you actually share the show too.
Yeah. CP3 is about to drink some Bailey, y'all.
Oh shit!
Snap, it's about to see what it do.
Oh shit! Oh shit! So that's how you submit music.
See when in Rome.
So did you get that? It's an email up there. It says an MP3. Do not send me something other than your MP3. You send me your SoundCloud link, I will delete your shit real talk.
Aww. What's wrong? You like chocolate? Oh, I thought you drank some. You got a little, you ain't get just like a little, you got a shot.
You asked for MP3 for a reason. I have a DJ,
You like
DJ
chocolate?
Grip, the official DJ of At The Bar Radio. I'm not sending him a SoundCloud link so he can try to mix your SoundCloud.
Yeah, please.
I ain't doing that shit. No.
Mudslide.
He's trying to politic for y'all. Nigga, send me an MP3. Send me an MP3. I got Spotify. Don't even send me your Spotify link. Send me an MP3.
CP3 just said he tastes mint in the Baileys.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you taste mint in the Baileys? I don't never taste mint in the Baileys.
So what taste?
I tasted
the coffee or the.
Right.
So what-
It's gonna taste like coffee or chocolate.
Yeah.
So what tastes better? So
It tastes like a yoo-hoo with liquor.
what tastes better? Does the Baileys taste as good as freshly washed ass or what?
What?
It never tastes better than freshly washed. Like freshly washed ass.
God.
Hey, come on, man. Look first.
Ew. CP3 don't know what to do. You don't know what to make this Baileys.
Freshly washed. I do the washing. Hey.
Oh my God. So you out here washing their butt?
So you washing their butt so you can wash it again.
I can't have no bullshit, no half stepping. Fuck that.
Hey baby, come in and wash your butt.
Hey, get in the shower, girl. They know.
You know what? It's time for a renegade video. This nigga CP3. This nigga CP3's a nigga.
They know.
Run, young.
That boy P, so he crazy.
No. I was down, now I'm really about to go get up. 10 rounds, now that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with the vision. My money be piling, we don't do division. The feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet they didn't get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh, bet that we get up. Pushing this weight, I'm doing sit-ups. I was just dirty, now I got my fit up. Too good for these bitches, I bet they gon' miss us. And I pack a bag if you think that I'm trippin'. I keep this shit brisk like I'm sip Lipton. Even though niggas don't know what to get on. You ain't shit, till your niggas go and get on. Get you some pack, go make a flip homes. Yeah, I'm stuck in my bad ways. Niggas always being burnt out, so I dip them all in the ashtray. I don't understand these niggas that just always talking about, yeah, they past ways. I don't understand these bitches always comparing me to they past days. I give a fuck about you, you give a fuck about me. I just be rapping for money, you be rapping for free. Feel like that I rap like a god, the reason they call me a G. I'm against all of these odds. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Never no worries, Hakuna Matata. They say that I'm hot cause the devil with Prada. I'm Soulja Boy first and these niggas gon' follow. Catching no feelings, you catching these hollows. Ride with Rodriguez like I fuck with Rollo. Ain't got no time when I see this Movado. Bet that bitch shine like I'm in Monte Carlo. Looking at me like I done hit the lotto. Counting your last days, get hit up. Talking that trash, hey, on Twitter. Your bitch, she be bad, yeah, I'm with her. When she see me, her face be lit up. Boy, better go ahead and mind your business. I don't go back and forth like tenor. Run this game, I don't get no finna. But we bout to get up. 10 rounds, now that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with division. My money be piling, we don't do division. The feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet that they get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh.
Bottles in it. That's all you need to put in there.
D-Mac on the fucking track.
JV. yeah. We outside. I don't need no perk to help me slide, but I'm off it. Bro, them know that Henny get him wild, but he bucked it. We ain't even have to go to trial, but we ducked it. And we ain't shooting from no mile, now we walking. I might catch him early coming out, get the sparking. Came home, I was chilling for a while, I was working. I ain't wanna put it back in style, but they irk me. Posting where your man that we might slide where he stay. Front cause we ain't get to, we might slide back replay. Bro, them come through relay, that's a pack, be safe. Playing with a target, you gon' lay where he lay. Bro, don't get no warnings, niggas know how we play. 10 shots, then I'm tweaking, I just roll me up a wood and dead ops. Team them teaks, towing cheese up in the hood, he bet not. Link up where to meet up, understood him dead not. And look cousin like a cheetah, if he run, get run down. Yeah, he don't wanna use his brain, shoot him in his head. He ain't worthy of a cane, lay him in the bed. They don't understand, we outside. And I don't need no perk to help me slide, but I'm off. Grown them know that Henny get him wild, but he bucked. We ain't even have to go to. Ayo, what the fuck, I'm finna trip. I just bought another Schmitty, 30 hollows in this clip. And this Remy got me litty, should've only took a sip. Tell him come get with me, plug, we not worried about no drugs, I got plenty. Mugs, see my niggas, but until we still busy. Cuz just be playing with his kill, that boy silly. Dubs on the road, dropping goals up in Philly. I just dropped 10, take come back, bitch, get with me. We outside. I don't need no perk to help me slide, but I'm off it. Run them know that Henny get him wild, but he plucked it. We ain't even have to go to trial, but we ducked it. And we ain't shooting from no mile, now we walking. I might catch him early coming out, get the sparking. Came home, I was chilling for a while, I was working. I ain't wanna put it back in style, but they JV, I ain't know what the fuck going on, nigga. Big T-shit, only T-shit, all day T-shit, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, heavy on it, don't let the boss, man, nigga, get up. Yeah.
Double M Visions.
So the shit we talk about off air is I just found out the nigga Carl Thomas can't sing. How the hell you gonna be so emotional you couldn't carry a note in the backpack?
Maybe because he emotional.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
So
Fuck that.
I mean, he had a good studio.
Jeez, fuck that.
so CP3, before our guests call in, what are your top 5 songs to get head to.
It's been so long.
Good question.
This is my random thoughts.
It depends.
I can think of one probably.
Getting some head is not one of them.
No, I never. That wasn't really.
What?
Hey, getting some head wasn't really one.
What about putting it in your mouth?
Nah.
What?
Those are just.
You
I'm more,
ratchet. I thought that was
I'm more of a, like I said, more of a UGK listener. You know, when it's subtle, but it's still saying put it in your mouth, but it's saying put it in your mouth.
Don't matter, just
It
don't
was
bite
probably
it.
Twist the Wetter. That's probably a good one for you. What? It's not? That's real low key.
Nigga, okay, give me top 3, something.
I mean, you know, titles. See, I used to have mixtapes, so I used to just put stuff together.
Did you put the mixtape together?
Yeah.
You should know the song then.
I had categories of what I did. I'm trying to think.
Do you just have a top 5?
I don't remember the name. I told you it's been a while, man. I gotta remember the names. I mean,
You said mixtape. That's been a while.
You know, that's what I'm saying, because, you know.
I ain't did a mixtape since like 2000.
Yeah, because I had a whole.
No, I take that back. I did
So,
a CD.
so did you have specific songs like the hit it from the back songs?
Let me see. Let me see it from UGK. That's what I say. Just some UGK, some 8-Ball MJG. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like in any of those tracks, no matter if you go 2 or 3 tracks into it, getting some head and fucking is going to come up. And then if the chick start rapping with the joint, then you know you pretty much in a good spot.
Yeah.
Ain't no romance to you, huh?
Well, I was in my old, like I said, my old days, and I was in my you know, UGK, 8-Ball MJG, pimping, you know, doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing.
I like them, but not for that.
It depends on the mood. That's what I'm saying. We both like the chicks that I was dealing with at that time.
Yeah, explain
like,
a lot.
yeah, exactly. You know, like Devin the Dude, 8-Ball MJG, UGK. So we'll be just listening. You know, I'll be playing music, and then you know a track would come on, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah." A whole nother story about that.
Oh.
Hello. Welcome to At the Bar.
What's going on? It's Juice Carter. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. Going back upstairs. Some spot I was downstairs at the bar and chopping it up. But definitely excited about this, man. You know, I feel like I got some stuff to talk about.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, I'm 151. We got CP3 in the building. We got Lady Internet in the building.
Hello.
And then we got
What's going on?
And we got my man DJ Grip in the building also with us.
Okay, but what city are y'all based in too?
Oh, we in the DMV.
What part?
I mean, technically, we're all
all over.
Technically, we in Virginia right now, but we in DC and Maryland also. We all over the DMV, dog. So
yeah.
You can't really nail us down. You know, you might catch us in all 3 in one day doing shows. Who knows?
Right, because my thing is, I was like, you know, we can definitely network on other things. You know what I'm saying? Also.
Oh, we definitely can network and build and stuff like that. That's what we do. You out in Atlanta, right?
Well, so my team and everyone and my staff, they're located in Atlanta and Miami and Vegas, but I personally myself stay in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I have a little oceanfront condo. I just come out here every first quarter to do all my work and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the easiest question of the night. Tell us about yourself.
What was that question?
Just tell us about yourself.
I mean, so, you know, I started off in the game, you know, back in 2011. That's when I started Team Rise. You know, that was the whole, I would say, motto and the mindset that I had. You know, it was bigger than, you know, music. It was more so the situation I was in and the mentality that I needed. And our motto was to basically rise up. And the reason for that was, you know, the way I grew up, I had to ended up going into foster care. I grew up in a, you know, very violent home as a kid, you know, and I got pulled out of my home, got put into foster care. After that, you know, I was homeless, 12th grade year, and regardless of what I was going through, nobody could tell because I was so big on rising up and seeing above the bulls, you know. So it was like, the thing is, being homeless in the 12th grade, all you can think is stay focused on the end goal. You got to rise up no matter what. And that was always the motto. And then it ended up turning into Rise Up Music Group. 2013, I ended up signing. Before signing, just the journey before that in October 2011, that's when Team Rise started. But man, I was going to the studio, making it to the studio while I was sleeping on the street. You know, I was figuring it out, trying to find a way to still make things happen, you know, because I knew people who had a home, they had wheels, and they had the resources. Their mama would give them gas money, anything, you know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't be in the studio as much as me. And I was the one sleeping at the park, you know, so I was very ambitious. My ambition is crazy. And I'm very passionate about what I do. And long story short, you know, I just stayed consistent, always networked, just kept grinding. I started off as an artist, but my end goal, I want to be executive producer. I started off as an artist because I didn't have an artist to get behind. And I'm not going to wait on an artist. I'm trying to get things done, you know, ASAP. So August 2013, that's when I ran across Alan Forrest at M Republic Music Group, and they were based out of West Hollywood, California. You know, and that situation basically changed my life because I got to understand things from a record label perspective as far as what they did on a day-to-day basis. I paid attention to everything, you know what I'm saying, as far as what staff they hired, what departments they had, who played what role, what scripts did they use, who they contacted, you know, things they got done, what spreadsheets was needed at the end of the day, what artists and producers do you link together and how you make it happen and what lane do you place the music in. I just learned so much being out there in LA. I stayed in West Hollywood, California, coming from South Carolina. I'm born and raised out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. So you can just imagine, you know, the difference between a Little Rock Hill and being in West Hollywood. You got celebrities and, you know, the whole nine, just all type of stuff going on out there in LA. And that situation, we ended up charting on the radio multiple times, independently, because M Republic is an independent record label. Alan Forrest, very dope guy, still my guy to this day. He was the CEO and founder of M Republic, and he recently just reached Forbes 1,000 top 1,000 entrepreneurs. So he was someone that it was bigger than music. Again, I got to really learn how to be an entrepreneur. Obligated my first contract, obligated the second contract, and I could have resigned again. I didn't want to resign because I was just I'm big on bossing up. And he wanted me to boss up too, and he didn't hold me back. So started Rise Up Music Group from there as far as branching out 100% on our own to where we at now. And, you know, my biggest thing was just creating an ecosystem. And we just started creating an ecosystem around 2015 to where we don't need a major label. We don't need a record label to do anything for us. I know what a record label does, and I make sure it gets done on our end. You know, so that's basically Rise Up Music Group and how everything got started and where I'm at now. I'm executive producer, and I have Bae Vanilla out of Detroit. That's the artist I'm pushing right now. She's doing numbers, and we got all types of stuff going on. 42 Dub trying to hop on and remix one of the songs we just did. You know, we got some people, some labels looking at her. I don't want to mention who they are. I don't want to mess nothing up. But yeah, things are going crazy right now, but it's 100% independent, and just being the executive producer, I really get to put my passion into just putting dope artists and producers together and making the best type of music we can.
That's dope. That's dope. So one thing I really gotta salute you on is my family is very big on foster care. Um, my grandmother who raised my mom and them, they were basically her foster kids, and then my mom um had my we were like our teenagers, took in my sister,
Mhm.
who came as a foster child, who my mom legally adopted, uh, and it's we and my aunt was foster mom too. So I salute you for your hustle and your grind, being a foster child and finding a way to make it through. Like that's an amazing story.
Appreciate that, man.
But now,
As I feel like, not to cut you off, just feel like we don't got voices for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not many people just coming out and saying, trying to motivate those without parents. Like, folks don't understand how lost we are. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, it's like we feel so unloved, and we just got, it's not a chip on our shoulder, it's a boulder on our shoulder. Like, some folks don't understand, like, when you got a mother to call on anytime you got a question, some folks don't understand the difference between, if I got a question, I gotta Google it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, it's big, and I just really want to be that voice for foster kids, and that's where we got No Child Left Behind. I link with the Charlotte Regional Business Alliance. I started off there, in the Chamber of Commerce, to basically edge or bridge the gap, between foster and state custody kids and resources and a mentor that they can relate to. So we supply mentor foster and state custody kids all over the country. So like I say, it's just bigger than music. I got a bigger vision for all of this.
That's a beautiful thing. Also, gotta mention that my other sister, Kivia, she's also was a foster child too, who my mom took in, and she was able to not only go to graduate high school but go to college, and she's actually a teacher right now. So my family was real big on foster children and giving them love and stuff like that. And I think that's so important, so important. But now I gotta turn you over to Lady Antoinette.
Most definitely. What up?
Hello. I definitely want to, give you your props. It sounds like over the years, nothing would stop you. You didn't have any quit in you, and I definitely want to put that out there and say kudos to you for that. Even
Appreciate you.
You said as a senior in high school, that mindset that you spoke of is something that some of these grown adults don't have. You looked at the end game, and I'm telling you that I know for a fact that's maturity way beyond your years. Maturity, you just sound very wise. And it's good to hear. It's definitely good to hear. But I do have a question for you. You said you're partnering with these programs and things like that. So it's safe to say that you are an advocate for foster children, which is great. Going forward as you progress, is there anything that any other type of movement that you would want to couple with that? I mean, we do have foster children that they all have a variety of different situations they may be in. Is there anything outside of being an advocate for foster children that you are passionate about?
Overall, I know I'm really, the next thing, that I'm working on now is really tapping into youth mentor programs, because I feel like the kids that are in youth mentor programs are being mentored by those who were taken care of, and they always refuse that, because I remember being in that position, and I remember feeling that, like I say, you know, forget a chip on your shoulder, it's a boulder on your shoulder. So you got more of animosity towards anything, and I just remember thinking like, yo, somebody come and try to mentor me. I just remember like, yo, you had your mother, you had your father. How can you tell me what I'm going through? And that's where, you know, that's the next step, is like, you know, these youth programs. Some of these kids, they do have their mother and their father, and they've been listening to No Shade. I love Young Boy. I love, you know, every artist who expresses their self. But some kids, they're so gullible. Y'all know kids. We all got kids. They're so gullible, and it's like they could be. We could be doing our job, but because, you know, they get engulfed in the music, then they get to a point to where, you know, they're influenced in a certain way, and they're doing dumb stuff. We know people like, you know, for example, like Casanova. You know what I'm saying? He actually had a good background, like a very middle class family, but this guy in prison fighting for his life right now over stuff that was very preventable. You didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us who really come from the street, who had to sleep on the street, we wish we had our parents so we could go straight to the money. We can go straight to establishment, all of that. So it's like, I really want to, you know, I feel like the foster state custody thing, we're doing a good job with that, but I really want to get a grasp of the youth as a whole, because it's just toxic. We fighting Instagram toxic city, you know, and Facebook, all social media, just the memes, just kind of influencing them to make bad decisions and not to think with logic. So the next step, I would say, is just mainly, you know, youth mentor programs.
That's what's up.
That's dope. That's dope. CP3, you got a question?
I don't even know if I have a question. It's just piggybacking what off of Lady Antoinette said. It's just impressive to hear his thought process, and like you say, looking at the long game, and like you said, he was trying to have his music group, and he didn't want to wait on the artist, so he became an artist. So it's your grind and hustle. I thought I had a grind and hustle, but it's good to see that like you say, you're not gonna wait on the artist, you made yourself one. That's a beautiful thing. I'm working on some things with my show, trying to expand. I'm gonna start using that thought process of what I'm trying to move forward. Because it's a beautiful thing, man. It sounds like, you know, you have a nice grounded foundation, and whatever, you know, being in a foster system, you know, you were able to turn that into, you know, instead of looking at it as a bad thing, you looked at it as, you know, a way you want to, you know, prepare yourself to greatness, and also give back to that group, being that you went through that experience. So all I can really say is just take my hat off to you, and tell you keep doing what you're doing, man. It sounds very impressive. It sounds like you're on your way to being very successful in this industry.
I appreciate. I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's cool. So I have a question. Integrity in the music industry.
Just as far as to go back to that situation with Emerald Public Music Group, I love my guy Allen. I love my people out there, you know. But facts is facts, you know. Like, one thing that really cultivated my integrity was, I remember asking, because living in LA, it's not like a small city vibe. You know, you're gonna go to a networking event, or you're gonna network with some people, and some people gonna say some stuff you ain't never heard of. They gonna say, hey, this is that about performance royalties and sound exchange and this, that, and you like, hold up, what's that? And you got a whole deal. And it's like, I remember asking them, like, hey, how do I collect my performance royalties? I didn't know anything about that. And I just remember not getting a response. And that right there really, I always knew about, you know, you got Prince, and you got all of these TLC. They tell you about the industry, but when you really get treated that way, it really can shape your character and on how you move forward in the game. And I just remember, and at that time, I was 19 years old. I wasn't somebody 25 or 30. I was 19 years old. And, you know, I was just like, wow, like, they really don't care about you. And so that really put a chip on my shoulder. Again, that was the second chip on my shoulder. And I was just like, all right, bet. I'm going to show y'all how this done. I'm going to show y'all how to treat an artist. Because again, I'm really not an artist. I'm more so an executive producer. So the integrity I ended up getting was just doing whatever we gotta do to just update the culture. We're not trying to change the culture. I feel like the culture going in a good direction, except how artists are treated. So my integrity is based on doing opposite of on how I was treated, because I want to prove a point to them. What happens when you do good with an artist, you know, and like I said with Bay Vanilla, she's grown from trying to start a new page on Instagram and, you know, starting it was like, you know, we really grew her from so much. She's at a point now where she's getting almost 3,000 likes, 200, 300 comments. You know what I'm saying? She getting paid features. She getting flown out to do a feature and do this, that, and the third paid opportunity. She getting paid for this, you know, and it's like, so my integrity just based on really proving a point and showing these record labels like, hey, you want to start doing good business with artists, stop wasting their time with that BS that y'all got going on, and let's make some money with these artists, because it's possible if you just do good business. When you do that BS, all you're going to do is just do bad business and create a bad relationship. So my integrity and my business at Rise Up Music Group were really based on giving the artist the greatest pit stop that they could ever have. You know, I want them to feel like they come to the hospital when they come to Rise Up Music Group. We're going to take care of them and really like, yo, what's going on? What's wrong with you? What's this? What's that? All right, cool. If it's a good fit, this is what we can do. You know what I'm saying? And bringing them in and really being there for them and just creating a dream. It's like being an artist in the beginning, even though I didn't want to be that, I got to experience it. And I know what an artist needs to feel comfortable. And I really get a thrill off of seeing an artist just being so happy. So that's based off, you know, that's just what my integrity based off of, is just proving these labels wrong. Like, yo, yo, come on, man. It's not the 20th century anymore. Like, like kind of update how you doing business with people and do right by people.
Right.
I see. Shout out to Alexis. She tuned in. Alexis set this great interview up. Lady Antoinette, you got a question?
I do.
What a surprise.
I mean, you're talking about integrity and doing right by the artist, which I wish more people would do in the industry. That's a given. We've heard some horror stories about the way artists have been treated by some of these big names. We're not going to put them out there right now. I'm not going to give them their shine. But my question to you is, can you give key points about your process, your vetting process before you start working with someone, whether it's an artist or someone on the industry side of things? Is there a vetting process that you go through, some key points to kind of give that idea so we can kind of peek into your head when you're about to start conducting business with someone?
The first thing always is, what is your vision? You know, because I'm not about to tell you what my vision is for you if I don't even know what your vision is, because you're not going to come to me and I'm going to dictate you. To me, that's not cool. Once again, you know, I can really, when I work with artists, I work with them from an artist perspective. And, you know, it's like I'm not, you know, like coming and trying to change up their situation. I'm more so to help facilitate their dream in the most logical way. So it's like, you know, some artists actually don't want fans. They just want to be on movies and video games because that's the type of music they make. You need to know that before you try to get behind them and you trying to get them on tour and they don't want to leave the crib. They just want to make the best music they can for a movie and video game for sync licensing. You know, so it's like you gotta know what the artists want first.
Right.
And that's what I do. Once I know what they want, like I got some artists, they want a tour. I'm like, all right, cool. What club songs you got going right now? Well, I'm not that good at club songs. Okay, cool. Do you need a songwriter for these club songs? You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. We link them with that. Whatever the case may be, producers. We get them in the studio, help them train, help them practice. I'm the type of executive producer where I'm like, you're not going to be out here just dropping music and you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that sound together. We're going to help you find your sound if you haven't found your sound yet. If you found your sound, well, what lane is we about to go down? I'm more of what you call a reactive than a proactive.
Right.
I react based on what the artist needs, because to me, an artist saying themselves is so important because they last much longer. If an artist is so good at this lane, I want them to excel in that lane. I want them to get even stronger. I want them to be unstoppable in that lane. And, you know, it's just more so just trying to find that artist who just, we can just take them and break them, you know what I'm saying, on a whole nother level. So, like I say, with Vay Vanilla, you know, she go crazy with, you know, that Detroit sound. She's from Detroit, Michigan. She's literally like the top #1 upcoming female rapper, independent female rapper in Detroit. You know, she got songs with Rio. She got songs with Babyface Ray, All-Star JR, like classics, you know what I'm saying? Hundreds and thousands of views, but, you know, the thing is, it's like, I'm not going to come in and try to turn her into a Kendrick Lamar. It's like, okay, this is what your fans love. All right, let's go hunting for these producers that got that sound, and we going to go crazy. We dropped like 4 videos in the past, not the past, but we dropped like 4 videos in 11-day span. 2 of them was her songs. One of them was like, you know, every artist, they're doing that microphone video type of content. We dropped that. That went viral. That's actually the song 42 Dub won a remix. And then, you know, her single Bulletproof. And then she had two paid features that she had to do, you know, and shoot the video too. So we dropped 4 videos in like 11-day span, and it's her sound. But at the same time, what I do from a producer's perspective, I really listen to them, and every now and then I'm on my DJ Khaled flow where I'm just putting together a compilation album, and I have them step out of their lane on some similar to a Kanye lane, to where it's like a Slim Thug. You so used to hearing Slim Thug on that Houston type of vibe, but then he linked with Kanye West, and he's lyrical, he's doing this and that, a box that he's not used to standing in. Same thing with Vay. We got her on some, you know, Cardo West Coast type vibe on this upcoming album that we dropping in February called Snow Season. You know, it's just really a compilation project of different artists I work with, putting them on different type of sounds that just me listening and having an ear for good music and timeless music. Like, hey, I told her, yo, Vay, do a song where you basically telling a story and it has a plot twist at the end. And that song is called Plane Hopping. She told an amazing story. She never did that before. And it's the most amazing. So it's on the West Coast chill type of, you know, vibe, but she really telling like a story. And it's like, you just kind of similar to like Biggie. I got a story to tell. One thing about me, I am a student and a fan of hip hop.
Right.
So, you know, it's like with my artists, I'm like, hey, I got an artist also, Young Pharaoh out of Atlanta. He's big on that trap, you know, sound. We got him doing pop. And it's like, it's just amazing how an artist could sound when you really know music and you get them to step out of their box. They sound, you know, it sounds so amazing. It's literally, if you ask me, it's the best work that he did, the pop songs. And now he's doing more because it's like he's feeling himself in it. He's like, damn, I sound good. So most definitely.
Okay. You got anything, CP?
You say you want to have an impression on this game, and you mentioned possibly signing your artist to a couple of labels if possible, make some things happen, but you also want to show that you don't need labels. What would be your end game? Is that just for something you want to broaden the horizons of the local artists or the smaller artists who doesn't have the reach to get to the major labels, or is it something that you want to just show folks that there's a different way, a better way than going through the major labels?
I mean, my goal, my end goal is just imagine Cash Money if they did good business. That's my goal. It's like I'm just like, man, if they did good. I don't know the ins and outs. I rock with Birdman, but at the same time, like if they did good business with Hot Boys and Wayne and Drake and Nicki, and just imagine, if they was just so in love with their record label and they was still with Cash Money because of the good business that they done with them. Just imagine how much more just bigger Cash Money would be. Right now, people too paranoid to work with Cash Money. Why? Because of the business that they did. So it's like to me, yeah, Birdman, he up right now. He snatched that 100 M's from Wayne, but at the same time, was that good for long term? Do people still want to sign him? He has literally the #1 female artist all time. I'm not saying talent wise, but we talking numbers. Nicki Minaj, as far as a female rapper. Then we got Wayne. We already know he's the top 5 in everybody's discussion. Then we got Drake. He's another top 5 in everybody's discussion. So it's like, how do you have those type of artists? And then Hot Boys is just one of the greatest groups all the time. They always talk about 3 6 Mafia. Shoot, let's talk about Hot Boys. They got they got the club anthem. I'll take back that thing up over, sipping on scissor any day in the club, because that's the ultimate climax for every club, still to this day, 30 years later. So my thing is like almost 30 years later. So, my thing is Cash Money, if it did good business, that's my long-term goal, because they definitely know how to promote an artist and push them and have success and sell over 1 billion records. But at the same time, it's like, what about how the artists feel about their situation? Do they feel comfortable where they at, or are they trying to find a better situation? Success is cool, but I heard Ross, the other day, he was like, if I had to choose between success and money, I'm going to go pick money, because I know people who've been successful and they don't have no money no more.
Right.
Why don't they have money? It's a reason why. People who got money long term, that's because they have a very valuable business. Nobody's complaining about Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk right now. So that's just my concept.
That's dope. That's dope. So you say you're a student of the game, so I gotta know, what's your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
Ooh, oh man, thank you. All right, so of course we're gonna give Nip. I just gotta put him there because it's how he the energy he brought, some of the words he put in his lyrics, equity and things like that, ownership, really his impact on a lot of people. I feel like he impacted a lot of people more than a lot of artists. Not saying he did it more than any other artists, but his impact on a lot of people, as far as people who probably have been broke before they hear him, they're a lot of them getting money right now, just from listening to his music. But there's this great debate. Every old head, when they meet, they rock with me, because when I say AZ from New York is on my Mount Rushmore, AZ, hands down. He was Currency before Currency. I love AZ. AZ, I'll fight anybody who's, I'm telling you, if anybody say Nas better than AZ, I will square up. That's just me. I'm like, don't let me be off no Hennessy. It's up, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know,
AZ bodied Nas and Life's a Bitch.
Thank you.
AZ song that happened to be on a Nas album.
I'm telling you. I feel like Nas was trying to. It's like from AZ. Sometimes I feel like Jay-Z was duplicating AZ's music and his name. But you know, I'm not from New York, so I don't know that to extent. But one thing I can say, AZ, most definitely, he is on my top 3.
Okay.
To this day, you know, even the album he just dropped, we're talking 30 years later. He got people who when he was starting off, they ain't nowhere. They was done in '99, and it's 2022 now. He just dropped the album, that song with Rick Ross, Never Enough. I'm like, goodness gracious. So him, I do gotta say, you know, I might get, you know, some feedback, you know, on this, but I gotta say Drizzy, I gotta say Drake. I mean, like, you know, he do use songwriters, but everybody in the industry use songwriters. I've been working to know long enough to know everybody use it. I'm talking about his music that he is him. When he uses a songwriter, that's his radio music. But when he being lyrical, that's him. Like the 9 a.m. in Toronto's, all of that. And once again, I did grow up in that era. But I feel like it's a fair trade when you could put AZ there and you could put Drake there. And then now it's starting to get tricky. I'm a boss. I need to stay motivated. I'm crazy about ambition. I'm crazy about getting up like this morning. I got up at 5 in the morning. I fell asleep at like 2 on my couch working on my laptop. Woke up with the laptop on my lap, and it was some Payroll Giovanni playing, and it got me going. It had me up 5 in the morning grinding, and I ain't went back to sleep since. So Payroll Giovanni, I gotta put him there. If people really listen to Payroll, you gonna run up some money listening to Payroll. But I really got a Hustlers Mount Rushmore. Gotta put Jay-Z there for the culture. And then for the last one, man, I feel like I gotta give somebody that's just not, you know, selfish to me. I would say I can't say Tupac or Biggie because, man, I argued with my uncle, you know, about when I said Tupac was a backup dancer when he came in the game. Man, he almost wanted to fight me. He was off Jose Cuervo. I told him that they don't play by Tupac.
In the same song video, no, not the same song. In the Humpty Dance video, he's actually a backup dancer. He raps in the same song. Right. That's what he actually did a verse.
He did. Once again, because of what I went through, man, if I had the opportunity to go to a private school and not be in the hood and stuff like that, because I'm big on, like, your real life relating to your artistic life. But at the same time, I can say Tupac has the top 2 delivery of all time as far as vocal delivery and lyrics. Nobody touching Tupac on that. But as far as, like, somebody I can relate to, he's not on my Mount Rushmore. It's hard because I still love Tupac. It's just a little tough, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm big on that. You know, I've been through stuff, and when somebody ain't really went through nothing and they talking about that, and it's like I kind of get offended. But Tupac's still a top 3 all time. Top 2. I'm giving top 2 of all time. But my Mount Rushmore, my last one, would be, oh God, y'all got me on that. That's, oh man, I should have had that prepared. I would say, I'm gonna tell you, y'all ain't ish. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all really wrong for that. The last one, okay. So the last one, ooh, it's like I'm trying to pick between Rick Ross and Currency.
And who?
Because I'm about longevity, once again, timeless music, like an artist who can be 50 years old and they can drop an album and they fan base can't wait to check it out. That's the type of music I like. I like lavish music. I like chill, laid back stuff. So that's what my Mount Rushmore based off of. I'm gonna have to say Currency with the honorable mention of Rick Ross.
Okay.
It's just Rick Ross sometimes can get off topic. I don't like hearing about females and, you know, sexual stuff. I don't want to listen. I need somebody to tell me about making money.
Mm-hmm.
That's my person.
All right.
Okay. All right, cool. Alexa said that
That's cool. Y'all rocking with that Mount Rushmore? Y'all like, nah, he all the way.
Nah, the funny thing about Mount Rushmore is like this. It's your Mount Rushmore. This is who you feel.
It's personal to you.
Yeah. Like we ask the question because we love to see the uniqueness of the answers. You may say something. I would have never thought Currency been on somebody.
Me either. I don't think I've ever heard anyone answer that question and say Currency.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean,
wow.
I never played a Currency record. However, I mean, I can name artists that you may have never heard of. That you were like, why is he on their top? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's incorporated to you.
Yeah, it's interesting to see your influences.
Yes. So that's one of the reasons why we asked the question.
Right.
What you got for him, Lady Anthony?
Right.
Well, speaking of influences.
Oh shit.
I know that you know your teenage years. Everyone's teenage years are some trying times. I really feel like your teenage years is starting to have that definition. You know, for you. You know, your definition. Your drive is starting to come out. And of course, we are influenced heavily by our surroundings, whether it's a good influence or a bad one. I think myself as a teenager, like I literally have, if I think back, I have a soundtrack to my teenage years. I do. Do you have a soundtrack? If so, who's on it? Who's on your soundtrack?
Ooh. For my teenage years?
Huh?
For my teenage years?
Yeah, for your teenage years.
The exact song or the artist?
Give me the songs. If it's like an artist, like their whole album, then say that. And which album?
The soundtrack to my teenage years. I would say Where Would I Be by Boosie. Boosie, I got a lot of knowledge as far as staying solid and not playing and really being about your family and responsibilities. I got that from Boosie. Boosie was low-key a father through music. So I could say Boosie helped mold me. I used to listen to Boosie every day in my teenage years. And, you know, it really helped mold me and to where I am now. It helped me survive, I can say that, you know, and that Where Would I Be? It's like when you hear him talk about his pain and what he's been through and to where he at now, it's like, oh wow, so you can go through this and that and you can still make it to that point. So like, where would I be? It make you feel like, well, dang, look at Boosie. If Boosie could do that, I mean, I probably could do it too. And, you know, I could say that I used to listen to him on repeat when I was in foster care. I used to listen to Illy by T.I.
Okay.
I don't know. It was something about the beat. It was something about the beat. So it was between Where Would I Be by Boosie and Illy by T.I.
That's what's up. Anybody else? Just a Boosie and T.I.?
Yep, that's just about it. Boosie, T.I. I feel like it's somebody I'm missing that I used to. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I still got lit you know, during my teenage years, and you know, that was around early 2010s. That was, you know, 2010, 2011, 2012. That was when Waka Flocka and Lex Luger was changing the game. So I definitely got to say, like, I would say, you know, oh, let's do it by Waka Flocka, but that's so mainstream. Every day I was listening to Ride for My Dogs by Waka Flocka. Ride for My Dogs. I used to love that song. I would listen to it every day. I get pumped up. I try to sneak some wine because, you know, you can't get no liquor, so you try to, you know, sneak some wine out of your friends' mama fridge and stuff. We'll get tipsy off of that, and we'll just be partying and dancing to Ride for My Dogs. And so, you know, that was the lit side of my teenage years.
That's what's up. I like it. Go ahead. CP3, you got something?
I'm just anxious to hear some of his artists that he, you know, had. If he had any music or anything to check out, I'm anxious to hear, you know, some of his artists and the sound that he had.
Most definitely, Bay Vanilla. Like we got, you know, we got Beef Records. We got Bulletproof. We dropped that. That's her really spitting. One thing about Bay, she's a spitter. She's not just, she ain't coming on no city girl energy. Nothing against them. I love city girls. But Bay, you could put her up next to a top male lyrical spitter. And she could go bar for bar with him. I'm telling you, like, everybody, when you go on YouTube and you look her up and you look at the comment section, even the songs that she got with Babyface Ray, Rio, and all them, they'll be like, dang, like that female, she was spitting. Or they'll be like, yo, she talking that talk. But she talk that ish. Like that's literally what everyone says with Vay. It's like, you know, because she really raps like a dude, but she's super pretty and elegant, and she has a pretty voice, but she gonna snap. So the song she just did with Nick Dior out of Houston, Texas, they dropped that video. It's called Eating Greedy. She really killed that. So, you know, I feel like Bay Vanilla, she definitely a huge example of the type of music, you know, I'm all about reflecting.
Okay.
You never did send me any of her music though.
Her music?
Yeah.
We just told us where to find it.
You say where to find her music?
Yeah, you said she's on YouTube and stuff, right?
Yep, she got 4 new videos that we dropped on YouTube. Yep, she's on YouTube. She on everything. Vay Vanilla. She's out of Detroit. But yeah, we got other artists too. You know, we got.
Songs?
I'm sorry.
What's the name of her songs?
Vay Vanilla. We just dropped. The latest one was Eating Greedy. It was Nick Dior's feature she did with Nick Dior out of Houston, Texas. Eating Greedy. She got Tired of You. That
second, I'm gonna play her video.
Okay, most definitely. Let's do it.
I'm gonna play the which one? Damn it, it just switched.
Most definitely. Now I'm gonna tell you the song with All Star JR. That's so I know y'all know about the Trick Daddy and Trina song. You know, they're a classic together. Her song with All Star JR is basically the Detroit classic version of that, and they got over 100,000 views. It's a little explicit, I can say. Is it uncut station or is it?
It's uncut. I mean, the one right now I got is I got the Eating Greedy joint. I just typed in her name to see what came up. So, because normally when I I usually have the stuff prepped. Like if someone sends me the link, I'll have it prepped so that we can play it during the show. Just give me a second.
Yeah, most definitely. The songs I recommend, the first, she dropped that with Nuke out of Detroit. It's called The First. She did that with K Money Beats and Nuke. She also got, like I say, that Eating Greedy, but that For Show Ad Freestyle that just dropped. She got that too. Scandalous, that's another song she just dropped. So I mean, we really back to back with it. It's really just, she don't got a bad verse at all. She don't got a bad song at all.
All right, cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to play the joint.
My money, nigga, ain't getting shit. Which song
Young turn bitch, all I do is get money. Hoes in they feelings cause I ran up 100 eating greedy. I'ma chase a bag till I'm rich. If he ain't spinning cheese, then he ain't getting shit. Hoes be so pressed, but they used to be fans. This loyal ass bitch throwing shade to my mans. Hoes in your face, whole time they be slimy. Screaming that they real, but they steady moving grimy. Fuck the sweet talk, man, I'm done being nice. I cut the nigga off, I ain't saying shit twice. Left the pussy nigga, now his ass wanna fight. Nigga think he hard, what your name is? I be busting down pros, bout to catch the next flight. Yo bitch in my wood, I was choking all night. Finna pull me up at 8th, I gotta grab me a Sprite. Cup real muddy, put the walk on ice. My palms stay itching like a head full of light. I keep the strap on me like I ran through dirt. I ain't never been a bitch and I ain't never got hold your baby daddy on my dick cause my knot won't fold. Don't even let him touch your pussy cause I heard he told. Back and forth to the H-ho, I stay on the road. Scoring zips to the Zod, but I'm dropping the bows. Jugging and finessing, trying to get shit sold. Turn bitch, all I do is get money. Hoes in they feelings cause I ran up 100 eating greedy. I'ma check the bag till I'm rich. If he ain't spinning cheese, then he ain't getting shit.
Boss ass bitch, all I do is talk business. Seen a lot of shit, but I ain't never been a witness. Nigga wanna hit the road for some pros, I ain't splitting. Chasing out in the bag and run up digits, no fitness. Wanna touch 100, bitch, you gotta have some hustle. Don't get mad when I say this, know you hoes like to tussle. That nigga that you fucking ain't getting no cheese. Got the plug on the walk and he still sipping green. What that mean? I don't know, you tell me. Spent 1,000 on his shoes, he ain't got it in his jeans, out of pocket. Bank empty, just like his wallet. That's the dick that you sit on every morning, bitch, you wild. I been getting hate from these hoes since a child. Say I'm acting funny, they ain't see me in a while. Try to call me fake, I'ma crack a smile. I'm the realest bitch around, tryna make $1 million pound. Keep a roll on me, I can never stop flexing. On your best day, bitch, I still get more attention. Niggas on my head for not responding to their message. I'm driving through the mountains, dog, I barely got reception.
Young turn bitch, all I do is get money. Hoes in they feelings cause I ran up 100 eating greedy. I'ma chase a bag till I'm rich. If he ain't spinning cheese, then he ain't getting shit.
I like that joint. Little mellow joint. I like that. Eating greedy. And he had a couple of lines in there that he was feeling.
Yeah, that joint. That's John Dirty. Two sexy ass females spitting that. I got like a kind of like a Too Short vibe off that. I was like, God damn.
He was in the zone, wasn't you?
I was checking him out. I was like, damn, yeah, you got to get them on the show. Shit, we got to get in studio.
I'm surprised you ain't seen your famous line. Man, you know I could smoke to that joint.
Nah, you can't even smoke to that joint. You can ready to get loose to that joint. Yeah, you can get a little loose to that. I pretty much say everything that you need to say. You just put that on. You just look at the girl when the song's playing. Like, yeah.
Oh, I do. Now, is this one song, that really goes, to really kind of break down, how she can really spit. It's called 100. 100 by Vape Vanilla. It was it's freestyle she did. She really went in. It was also the intro to her EP called Same Energy that we dropped last year.
Okay.
We get a ton of reactions off that because they like, ain't no way she wrote that. It's literally, it'll be rumors on the internet. They'll be like, Babyface Ray wrote that. Or I'm like, how did Babyface Ray? He don't even work. Like, we just did a feature with him and that's it. So it's like, it's stuff like she's so aggressive because she was on the second verse of that Eating Greedy. That's when, she was spitting, and it's like, oh, okay, but 100, 100, I'm sorry, I'm from the country. I'm from South, country, South Carolina, so I can say some stuff a little different. But, it's like with that 100 song, that's really, that really breaks her down, lyrically on how she can take it to that next level and really get a reaction out of it and really feel her.
Oh, definitely. We definitely want to look forward to hearing for more music from her, not to even, set up an interview with her. The one thing, I love dealing with Alexis is like, we just not here for the local artists. We want to touch all the artists and stuff like that, and appreciate it and branch out and reach out. So we definitely look forward to setting something up in the future with her.
Yeah, most definitely. We could definitely make that happen. Like I said, she a spitter and she loved this music. You know what I'm saying? She's so passionate about it. Like, when I told her about that Plain Hopping song that we did, that's gonna be in this album Snow Season next month. I gave her the idea. I told her, hey, make sure you make a story with a plot twist at the end. We know you can make these club songs. We know you can spit. Now let's tell a story. And same day, she sent it right back. Same day. It was probably 3 hours later. After I told her that, she sent it right back. I'm like, how did you even come up with the concept that quick and record it, get it mixed and mastered, and sent back? That's how passionate she is. So she'll love to do an interview with y'all, most definitely. She's passionate about this music.
All right, cool. Well, shoot, I ain't really got too much more, Lady Internet. You got anything else?
Well, yeah.
We know you did.
Ultimately, you said, you want to be a producer and everything, and you want to, kind of have that cash money type of deal. As far as, you as an artist, is that it? Are you gonna keep going, or you just gonna stick to the producing?
I want to stick. It's like I want to stick to the executive producer side because I'm more of a big fan of music, and it's nothing like putting producers and artists together and creating albums, or executive producing an artist's album to make sure it's the best possible sound. I'll be a fan of my own artist. If I can't be a fan of an artist, I won't work with them because I need to see it from a music lover's perspective. That's how I can make sure, each project is at the maximum sound, because promotion-wise, we can get it done. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We've helped Baby Nilla get up to the point where, she's getting 2,000-3,000 likes on a brand new Instagram organically, 200-300 comments in a little over a month since starting that page, and almost 10,000 followers without IG ads, no bots, no nothing. You could look through her likes and look through her comments. All of them are real people. So I'm big on making sure our artist is making the best sound possible. Artistry wise, I've dealt with being. I've had my name bash. Like, I've had people who've been a fan of myself from back in my Emerald Public days. Like, oh, why would he quit? Oh my gosh, yo, you should drop some music. Oh, Juice, you lame. This is that. Why would you quit? Why would you want to? I'm like, it's like, man, I'm just following my passion. Like, I felt like I kind of, the blessing and the curse of not waiting on the artist to get in position. The blessing was being in position, but the curse was you're going to create fans. And the fans going to want you to continue to make music. And the thing is, I'm going to be honest, I still make music to this day because I love it so much. Last night, I recorded 2 songs. I'm going to record some songs tonight. I do it because I love it. But my passion is in executive producing and putting music together, composing music. I love being that person. I know in front of the orchestra, that's just got the little wand, the magic wand in his hand, and just got everybody doing the violins going crazy, then the bass player going crazy, you know. So I love doing that, but at the same time, I also love making music. I just don't want the spotlight. I don't like that stuff because I want to create stars. I don't want to be the star. That's just me. But I will always have a passion for making music. The next compilation album, I just might throw, you know, a song or two in there. We'll definitely see. Would depend on how I feel.
Okay. What's up?
I definitely feel you on that. You know, I don't like being in the spotlight myself.
Really?
No, I'm more of a behind the scenes type of person.
That's because he robs people at night.
I do have I'm not used to being in front of the camera.
I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. Like, no. I don't want nobody to know where I live at, what city I'm in. Like, I don't, you know, the rap game is the streets now. It's the hood. Like, it's one big hood now. It's one big project in the rap game. And, you know, it's like, I like chilling. I like no attention. It's so peaceful. I love it. And I'd rather artists get the attention than me get the attention. I don't want no attention. I just really, me making music, I just do it because I just love it and I just want to hear it because somebody not going to make the exact type of music I like. So I'm going to make it myself and I'm going to just enjoy it for myself. And then, of course, my people around me going to always want to hear it. And they get a little pissed off, you know, that's blessings and, you know, a blessing and a curse. They get a little ticked off like, damn, man, drop it. And I'm like, yo, no, I'm just doing it to listen to it. Check out my artist, man. So that's basically my seat on it. I can't say, you know, me and Alan, we still tight to this day. I can't say, you know, me being used to being signed to him, he tell me to this day, like, yo, like, you need to drop something, man, you know, because back then when I was working with them, they used to want me to be on the auto-tune stuff, and we actually hit top 100 charts, radio charts and Radio Wave Monitor, you know, with the single My Dollars. It was an auto-tune. It wasn't my style, more so lyrical. I love that AZ. Basically, mafioso music. If it ain't mafioso music, I don't want to listen to it. That's why my Mount Rushmore we had earlier is mafio type artists. If it ain't mafioso music, that AZ, I feel like brought to the limelight. I feel like AZ brought that to the limelight, and then Jay-Z and Nas took it to another level, to the mainstream. And that's the type of music I love to make. We don't live in that time. And I'd rather, you know, work with the artists who and help them on the production side. Cause I love the TikTok music. I like people complain about it. I don't like. I mean, people having fun, man. Like back then, I remember. What was y'all know what I'm talking about? You know the back in the days. What's their name? It's not Crisscross, is it? Just playful music. Y'all had playful music. Y'all used to dance to. With the feet, you'll clap your feet together. Don't act like y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all clap each other's feet together.
You trying to age us on air? Y'all know.
I'm 25. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Oh my God! I'm gonna send it to y'all. What's my guy? He went on. I think he was on Martin. He light skinned and he had the hat with the dreads with the ponytail, but he had the cut on the side of Everybody Rock now.
Talking about Kid and Play.
Kid and Play, yeah. Y'all had Kid and Play back in the days. Everybody didn't have to be lyrical and so serious back then. So the same thing these days. You know, it's like I love the TikTok now. I'm just not gonna do that because once again I'm an AZ fan. But I'm not gonna let my pride stop me from pushing what people want to hear.
Yeah, well, King Play had to have some lyrics to get to where they were. Eventually, they became the party people. That was about it. But they had to. There was no way into the game if you ain't have no lyrics. Back then. couldn't get in. Once you got in, some people decided they didn't want to talk about nothing anymore.
Pretty much. So
Right.
we're probably about to let you go. So when is the project dropping for your artists?
So the project Snow Season is a compilation project. You know, just you can look at it as like a DJ Khaled type of perspective of, you know, just showing the world what type of sound and, you know, what sound you like, what type of sound you got, and serving it to the world. Taking all the artists I work with artists from Dallas to Florida. I got Alea Stark out of Gainesville, Florida. I got Master Playmaker out of Dallas. I'm developing him right now. Big Legend out of Dallas. You know, I got artists all over the country, you know, that I'm just building and helping them work with their sound and building their fan base and all that up and stuff like that, all the way to Detroit, to New York, to California, and Vegas. So it's like we all over the place with it. The project is going to be a compilation of just my taste in music. And we're looking to drop it in mid-February.
All right, cool. Well, we definitely gonna be in touch. We definitely want to set up some interviews with some of your artists and definitely build a relationship here at the bar with you.
Most definitely. Appreciate that too. Appreciate y'all taking the time to really tap in with me. I appreciate, you know, y'all platform. You know, y'all dope as hell. I appreciate all y'all got going on and how y'all really be supporting these artists out here. I definitely got to give that to y'all, because most of these radio platforms ain't really supporting independent artists like that. And I just got to say, you know, what y'all do for these independent artists is priceless. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to tip my hat off to y'all.
We appreciate that. Damn, I mean, it's like we just do the show to do the show, and I don't even think about it like that. But you know, it's nice to be said that, you know, it's nice to be told that we do good work. So that's a blessing.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
So we about to let you go because I know CP3 about to play some music, and CP3 probably gonna go on one of his sports rants.
He's gonna be cussed.
I got my point across. These fans.
With CP3, when CP3 is quiet, it's only because he's texting cuss words to somebody.
Yeah, he on the internet about to go back in Facebook jail or something.
Yep.
You know? It's cool.
Everybody get your Tupac's gift ready. Because he's about to be blocked for 30 days.
Bullshit, so fuck it, man. I might as well just say, do or die.
See?
They get all his pages too. That's the bad part. All them pages.
Oh man. But we'll let you go. And, I'm about to play a video, and then we'll come back to hear CP3's rant because he's typing hard. Yeah, you ever watch a dude do angry texts? Like, you can just tell them texts is angry. Like, every text has hate in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we thank you for sitting with us, giving us your story.
Definitely, I appreciate y'all for having me. Everybody can follow me on Instagram, Juice Carter with a K. I ain't on no other platforms and stuff like that. I usually have to be reporting pages and stuff, but I'm only on Instagram, Juice Carter with a K. And make sure y'all follow at the bar and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all once again. Thank y'all.
We appreciate that.
Most definitely. And I'll be chopping it up with y'all too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we are definitely here to support your platform, sir.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right.
CP3 is time for a video.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm sure you're about to, once we come back from the video, cuss somebody out.
He about to cuss at this Bills game.
I'm tired of 14 and a half times.
my bones, I'm hard as bamboo. Been through the storm 100 times, ain't none I can handle. Yeah, if I was gone, make you would mention me. Now it's in the books, the benchmark of the century. Now you pray every day, feeling guilt, you find it missing me. Now you all alone, talk to yourself, you can't even to me. It's history. Look at what you did to me. Took my last breath, now you stuck sitting there in misery. Too little, too late. Now I'm dead with an epiphany. Finally got a peace of mind, that's what I call tranquility. Yeah. Go and say goodbye. That's my soul float in the sky. I know this sound crazy, but these are how my thoughts been lately. Devil in my ear, he tryna take me, but I won't let him break me. Back against the wall, but I'ma still pull through like Brady. Ain't too far to lose, no, I won't stop, I gotta make it. I feel that I'm close, I just gotta.
So much pain up in my body, almost lost it. Popped a couple Zans, cause they help with my depression. Addicted to this lane, for that money I'm a fan. Crazy how this shit all started as a dream. And my bros, they right here with me, they gon' ride. If I die today, I pray my soul reach the sky. Ain't no limits to this shit, so my niggas, we gon' win. The devil in my ear try to take my soul from me. I pray he never ever get a hold of me. Pray to God every night, they cleanse my soul. Gotta calculate my moves so I don't die before 25. Take your chances with my life. Like fuck it, roll the dice. Cause nothing in this life is really guaranteed. Started out with nothing, I swear I want it all. In a war with myself, I swear I'm fighting depression. Put my heart into the mic, I hope they get the message. Yeah, I hope they get the message.
Go and say goodbye. That's my soul float in the sky. I know this sound crazy, but these are how my thoughts been lately. Devil in my ear, he tryna take me, but I won't let him break me. Back against the wall, but I'ma still pull through like Brady. Ain't too far to lose, no, I won't stop, I gotta make it. I feel that I'm close, I just gotta take it.
Here's the problem with that picture.
Ever since that picture, she was like,
Yeah, fuck
But
that.
no, here's the problem with that picture. At that time, I follow Tracy.
Lately I've been on some legendary shit. Legendary love, legendary this life. Look, for you I trade in all the luxuries in life. Only thing I really want is you to want me as your wife. I would make the sacrifice, cause your spirit gives me life. So familiar when I met you, like it had to happen twice. No advice from my friends, I'm just pulling from within. Got me writing love songs anytime I push my pen. Look at that, even the thought of you is making me grin. But I keep it copacetic cause I cherish our friendship. They say I've been on some Drake and Bryson Tiller shit, expressing all my feelings through these lyrics and they feeling it. Music's therapeutic, I'm just using it to healing shit. Probably they can tell I'm really telling them the realest shit I ever wrote, I ever spoke. Put it down and it's a hit, knowing they don't want the smoke. I blow it by the O and shit. Haters, they be wanting me to fail, they ain't controlling shit. I'm noticing and scoping shit, my target's on the go, that's it. And I'ma hit it with precision, call it sharp, shooting lyric. I don't need no one to clear it, I just need the world to hear it. And I need for you to feel it. You're telling me you feel me, but I'm telling you the realest shit, like really though. Every time I see him, be like, look at my baby. He don't even know I'm trying to be his first lady. I would love him like crazy, that's for certain. No, maybe cause his energy's amazing. I would even have his babies. Damn. On some legendary shit. Legendary love, legendary this. All I ever want and I ain't tryna reminisce. I don't know what you've been thinking, but I'm thinking this. I swear he keep it extra G. Ho niggas can't get next to me. That shit you did ain't vexing me. You made your bed, you got to sleep in it. See my team, we keep winning. Why you mad and we grinning? Thinking about some fine linens on the sand beach. Chilling, if he ready, then I'm willing to forgive and be forgiven. Character is so appealing that I'm no longer concealing all my feelings. This one met me at the ceiling. Still a fan, but he's still the fucking realest. And I feel it in the air like Yeah, can't nobody else compare. Said it ain't no competition when he see me do my thing. It be like, ooh, boo, kill him, and I'm killing everything. Been the illest MC since the age of 15. Sing, Lady C, legendary, I'll be. I'm just trying to see if you gon' ride with me. Hey, I'm trying to make you see it. Look, and turn this to reality, yeah. Look, on my legendary shit. Legendary love, legendary this. All I ever.
Yeah. Began no digging in the motherfucking crates. Crank Lucas, aka it's Squeeze the Hitman. Yeah. Upper echelon shit, nigga. Yeah. Get into it. Yo, 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Money gets stacked from the ceiling to the floor. Big hand, no lock it down, CB4. Places get packed just to come and see me flow. This ain't rap, it's a movement. Let's go. Wandering survivors do everything best know. Party too hard, they done drunk all the XO. Waste Squad run this shit. Metro. Sir! Bring me some toilet paper, man! Hey! Wake up in the morning, time to get up. Gotta grab a blunt, throw some weed in the dust, cause it's breakfast. Homie, cause it's breakfast. Wake up in the morning, time to get up. Tapping on my bitch for some head and some guts, cause it's breakfast. Homie, cause it's breakfast. I'm on the upper echelon. Calm like Saddam, transform Megatron. Not at all harm unless a nigga get me wrong. And I'm a man of respect, so I suggest you hand the respect. And it's not a tangible threat. But won't you spell my full name before you hand him a check? For doing this before the rest, so your man is a vet. Test the absolute best, and your man a regret. Chicks say they panties wet, and I ain't handling it yet. Van White like the price is right. Waste Squad all night, so turn off the mics and let us get it in. I break it down to verbs and all synonyms. And I'm the word you heard, it's all true, nobody that's similar to him. And fuck the niggas you know, they don't get it in. The boy's so cold, 5 alone with the flow. Time to get up, gotta grab a blunt, throw some weed in the dust, cause it's breakfast. Homie, cause it's breakfast. Wake up in the morning, time to get up. Tapping on my bitch for some head and some guts, cause it's breakfast. Homie, cause it's breakfast. Begin, no. Let's go.
Alright. Bye. See you later. Thank you, babe. See you later. Bye-bye. You welcome. Love you.
Song, cause I see y'all getting it in, so I was
Right.
Come on.
thanks to my grandma for raising me. I'm like, oh yeah. Cause basically I don't believe I would've made it, see, oh yeah. Trying to separate how my father just favored me, oh yeah. Hearing the same shit repeated over lateness, see, oh yeah. Wanted to run that block, but I was in the house, oh yeah. Talking shit to them critics, washing out my mouth, oh yeah. To whom I showed disrespect, I apologize, oh yeah. It's hard to keep it straight when your close partner die, oh yeah. Sleeping with this funeral pamphlet by your side. When it comes to the shit, I figure I ain't gotta lie. So let a young nigga just go and testify, oh yeah. The mistakes I made, a nigga specify, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we been straight. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you been fake. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. 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 All I hear is them niggas making assumptions like, oh yeah. We all the same cause we came up just from nothing, oh yeah. Not seeing my father, calling my grandmother like, oh yeah. So many years I suffer, my heart punctured, I'm oh yeah. Fuck, I'm worried about a hater for they goosing and ducking. Niggas love her cause they always wondering who she fucking. I don't even stress no more cause I don't even really gotta trust them. And I don't care if they twin sisters or cousins. I can't stay young forever, I just live a lot like, oh yeah. No mom, no pops, just grams with these grams, hit the block, oh yeah. This rap game I already know, nigga, I been headed like, oh yeah. If we in the way, then change your lane, cause we never gon' stop, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we been straight. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you been fake. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I always hate when people ask me stupid questions. Like, they hear that song and they be like, what's the name of that song again?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You be like, oh yeah.
Right.
Huh? What's the name of the song?
Right, I'm waiting. You thinking? Oh yeah. Your precious NFL network is not acting right?
Yeah.
What?
I got it.
Salute to Carly B. So it was a bad fire in the Bronx, and Carly B is going to pay for the funerals of all the people that died. And the Bronx is my second borough that I was like really raised in besides Queens. Queens is always going to be, it's always gave my origin, but we spent many a summers in the Bronx. And when that fire wasn't too far from where we used to stay at.
Right.
So my hat goes to any of the families that were affected by that. We would definitely keep you in your prayers. And a big salute to Cardi B for remembering her hometown, because a lot of people get famous, and a lot of people get forgetful when they get famous.
Indeed.
And Fat Joe has been trying to raise money too to help the families that were affected by the fire as well.
And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Seeing what we have seen from the both of them, it's not a big surprise because they've always let it be known that the
Bronx is home,
right? And they're for their people. That's good. I do want to give props to them as well. Some people they forget. They definitely forget.
Check on Tampa Bay fans.
Man.
Check on Tom Brady, because you're going to the Couch Bowl. You'll be sitting on the couch like the rest of us, and let's be honest. Let's have this conversation. I'm sick of your punk ass winning. So actually cheating ass winning. So I'm glad you're sitting on the couch.
CP3, is it over? Is it over for Brady? Is that it?
That's a good question. Is it over for Brady?
I feel like it should have been, but
I think he's going
Is
to.
he gonna hang the cleats up after this one?
He still has another year on his contract. I think he's going to come back.
he's old as dirt. Like real talk.
So he's still on the contract for one more year.
One more year.
Oh, he'll be back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think he should have retired last year.
Oh, he's coming.
Man, let me tell you something.
No, he's coming back.
He's playing some people that he's old enough to be their father. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, ain't he like what, 44 now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 44, right? And you got kids, 24, coming at you, ready to hit you, right? I feel like that's a problem.
I think
Take your head off.
I think he's one
Take
good.
your head off.
I think he's one good hit away from reality.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you hide behind Gronk all your life. Come on now.
They protected him. But they want the narrative. They would rather the narrative to be Tom Brady is great than Brian Belichick is a great coach.
But here's my thing. I don't care. Tom old.
Yo.
You got rings. Like, bro, you got rings. People are arguing other people down and saying that you're the best ever right now. And I don't like Tom, but I do understand he will be a Hall of Famer. So at the end of the day, you can go ahead and back out, because what's going to be sad is if he get hit on that field and we see a big problem.
Hey, we see other quarterbacks go down. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's going to be sad.
Yeah,
Because he old as dirt, ain't got no business out there.
He wants more rings.
Hold it. Bring it back.
Yeah, but you know what?
Tom too old.
You know what? You know what? You know what would change that thought?
Getting hit.
That 26-year-old 300-pound dude, but with the speed of a 100-pound guy, that just knocks the shit out you.
Yep.
They protect him with the offensive line.
But here's the thing.
All he needs
As
is one
much
hit.
as you can protect, there is always still a way in.
Yeah.
And you're going to find that right one that's going to come in and going to knock you out. And then you're going to feel every year of them 44 years.
And your body don't heal like when you 44 like it do when you 24.
You're not going to move the way that you move.
Man still put up over 5,000 yards passing this
You're
year.
absolutely
40
correct. Because
touchdowns and
he
13
ain't been
interceptions.
hit for real. Like, not like how some hits I've seen.
And he's going to keep that. That's the mindset of a winner, of an athlete. They're going to keep playing until they get that hit that they can't move anymore because they don't know anything else but playing.
I'm not trying to see that
You
man
gotta
paralyzed
take
for the
him out
rest
on
of
a
his life.
stretcher.
Yeah,
Take him out on a
That's what I'm
stretcher.
saying. And I'm
And
not
that's
trying.
fine.
We don't want to see
Take me
that.
out on a stretcher.
That's sad.
Take me out on a stretcher. I'm already paid. I'll heal.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? I'll heal.
Like,
I got 7 rings, but I get broke up.
real
Take
talk.
me out on a stretcher.
Superman fell off a horse. Okay, we saw our precious Superman fall off a horse and was paralyzed.
Yeah, we did.
So at the end of the day, Tom might want to chill out. He might want to go ahead and retire because I don't like the man, but I don't want to see this man messed up the way he could be.
I mean, anything's possible. That's what they need.
no
That's what
good.
they need.
It's no
Quarterback,
good.
old or young. So I mean,
Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of young athletes ready to get at him.
yeah, I mean, but he's still who he is. He hits his check downs and get the ball out of his hand quick, and if they touch him, they call it a penalty. So I mean,
Tom been playing like their whole life, like for real.
yeah, Brady, you know. it
And
is
to
what
get
it
a hit
is.
on Brady, man.
We seen him get hit. We seen
Nah,
him
we ain't seen him get hit like I'm talking about.
We ain't seen him get, because they protect all quarterbacks, so it's not just
They
him.
protect all quarterbacks, but some quarterbacks get hit hard.
Yeah, they definitely protect him more than most.
Let's be real. Washington loved and worshipped the RG3. His line didn't. But Washington loved and worshipped RG3. RG3 got hit and had the whole stanky leg on the field.
Yeah, but that wasn't
Romo?
That was because that was a fluke.
How many times Romo get his back broke?
Yeah.
Like, real talk. Romo lucky to walk. And see, he was younger than Tom when he got hit. You see what I'm saying? Tom, I don't want him to get hit and have not just a career-ending hit, but like a completely like a life-changing, like your quality of life, like right.
Damn. She said a life changing.
Right.
Quality of life.
Right.
Damn.
Like, bruh, you could possibly be one hit away from a bag attached to you that you pooping in.
Damn.
Like, bruh, you cannot do this. It's not a game.
Kissing in the bag.
He trains himself. He takes care of himself.
You said he changes himself?
No, he trains.
Oh, because he will be changing himself.
They say he had one of the toughest training regimens where they don't go out and do training. So he's in good shape. Especially for his age, he takes care of
For
himself.
his age. The fact that somebody got to say that tells you something right
Because
there.
as you say, he's 44. Nobody lasts that long in the NFL except the quarterback. And the fact that he was still playing at a high level, winning the Super Bowl last year.
He needs to stop.
I mean,
He real talk. He needs to stop.
He's driven to be the best. But he want, I guess
He want 10 rings. He want like all fingers.
I guess he want more than Bill Russell. Bill Russell had 8 for the Celtics. I guess he won 8 or 9.
Let me tell you something. I'm saying this out of concern. Yeah, I don't want to see him in a walker.
I do.
Yeah.
Damn.
You are evil. You are the hateful somebody.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. I do. I'm saying you got your beautiful wife. I would hate to see.
Would that be too soon?
I would hate for somebody to mess that up.
I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, you know.
Damn, bro.
It's no sweat.
Right.
Oh,
You
man,
say,
that's cold.
pull somebody.
It's no sweat off my back.
Oh. But I'm just saying, you
Call him
know,
Lippy.
enjoy your retirement. Enjoy your kids. You know,
I shouldn't even feel that way. My team actually beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl. I shouldn't even feel that way. But I just get tired of seeing this motherfucker in the Super Bowl.
you're right. I mean, but one team that's going for the Super Bowl, they playing now. They have had the record of Super Bowls that they didn't win.
Oh yeah, the Buffalo Bills.
Back to back.
I
4
hope.
years. 4 years.
I hope at the bottom of my heart that Buffalo never gets to Super Bowl as long as I'm living.
I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you because it's like
Because Buffalo fans like to be like, well, we're the only New York team that play in New York. Nigga, y'all play in Canada. Cold as shit. And then y'all choke.
I've been to New York many times. Never actually gone up on that part of
Neither have I, and I'm from New York.
I was in Buffalo.
Yeah, I
Of
bet
course
you would.
because they have the type of people that you like to hang out with.
They have two types of people you like to hang out with. They have the people over in Canada, and then they got the thugs over in Buffalo.
Thugs? Oh, okay, that's a code word right there. There's no real thugs in Buffalo.
I visited Buffalo several times. I didn't do a lot of venturing.
I'm sure you didn't. What did you do? Tell us.
I spent a lot of time in the hotel.
I'm sure.
Is it a
Were you
hotel or a
alone?
motel? Or a Holiday
It
Inn?
was a Holiday Inn.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Things go down in the Holiday Inn.
It's right there, like
Mhm.
100 yards from the border, right
Mhm.
there by Niagara Falls.
Uh-huh.
Had a Denny's in the lobby.
I'm sure because I think you told us about that, but I feel like right now you're like missing something in the story, but that's okay.
I actually spoke to her a couple of days.
Oh, her. Oh, really? Her, huh? So you admit there was a her. Great.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only reason why you went to Buffalo.
I was going there for the wings, goddamn.
See, you know, for the wings.
So did you have sex at the Niagara Falls?
At the falls, I don't know.
Was your room looking over the falls? I really do want to stay in some of the rooms, but I want to stay on the Canada side. They said that's a better view.
Yeah, I didn't go.
Yeah, I want to stay in one of the rooms.
It's definitely nice though. Definitely. Like me, I hate being stuck around town a while. I like to see different shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of seeing the same shit all the time.
Same shit or same girls?
That too. You change the scenery.
Well, I'm trying to tell you for my birthday, I'm going to Aruba. I told you, I can get the info of where we staying. It's a bunch of people going down. I tried to tell you.
Listen, right now I couldn't afford a trip to Florida Avenue.
You know what?
You can afford Florida Avenue. That's only $60.
But he need to the 40. Never mind.
$20 for gas and 40 for the head.
Cut back.
Yeah, they cut back.
Cut things out my budget.
Cut things out your people.
That too.
Mm.
Yeah. You know, trying to do my thing, man. But yeah, I had to prioritize. Yeah, time is hard. How high out here for?
You know what? You know that was coming.
Hey, man, you know, life is ups and downs. You got to deal with it. You just got to adapt to everything that's going on. It is what it is. But, you know, I'll be back on time. Can't hold me down. I'll be back.
I feel like you're just saying a whole bunch of like quotes from songs.
Trying to be inspiration.
Yeah.
Trying to stay positive.
Amen. There you go.
Crazy.
You're not trying to hurt nobody. Where did we get that from?
I'm trying to stay positive. I'm not trying to worry about the negative.
Okay.
Negative thoughts take over. It's a problem.
Okay.
Why's your voice change?
I'm in a deep mode right now.
So your voice go deep?
Voice go deep. Got to reflect what I'm going through, man.
Okay.
Yo, CBD, what is the craziest thing you ever told a female?
Craziest thing. In what way? Like, I've said some crazy shit.
Well, then, just give us one.
Let's see. What? Oh man. Then my girl's sister told her that we had sex, but we actually didn't. I was like, I tried to defend myself, like she just sucked my dick. We didn't fuck, and that didn't make it better. But I was like, you know, we didn't fuck. She just sucked my dick, but it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing's your fault.
It wasn't. She followed me to my cousin's house.
So you went soak the shocker?
Yeah, I didn't know my cousin was going to let her come over. I told her I was trying to get away with her because and then it was her fault because she left me home with a hard dick. I told her, don't leave me home with a hard dick when I'm off and you got to go to work.
I promise you, you are touched, but not
By
in a
nature.
positive way.
I'm just saying.
You are touched.
I told her that. Do not leave me home with a hard dick.
Some being touched you, but that being comes from the land down under because something ain't right.
I'm just saying.
Something ain't right.
That is very.
Just how it was.
Yeah. Sometimes you just like disgusting. Like, why? Why do you have to be so crazy?
I left the house so I wouldn't do it, and then she followed me down to my cousin's house.
So,
I told
so what were you like? No, no,
No, no, don't. Let me unzip my pants.
oh my God!
If you touch, were you like this? If you touch this, it's not my fault.
And I've stated before.
And you're like, oh my God, no. I mean, yes. I mean, no. What? I mean, I don't
A
understand.
man can only say no so many times to free head. I'm sorry. You cannot.
But that's not free. You know that, right? That's not free.
But it was from your girl's sister.
Cost.
We still stay together for a little while after that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if in life, if you do that to a woman and she stays with you, run.
I know she tried to get me back on the good shit.
Exactly.
I know.
Run.
I learned.
First of all, you should.
Did you ever fuck a sister?
Nah, never.
Did you want to?
I should.
But he Bill Clinton the situation. Like, come on, dude.
I told you that's my
I
weakness.
didn't have sex with her.
I just got some head.
I just got some head.
What year was this? Because was it around Bill Clinton time? Because I feel like
Was the Ludacris song out? I was just getting some head.
Nah, it was before that. Yeah.
But he said Clinton was in office, and
I think no, it was after. Yeah.
so you channeled your inner Uncle Bill.
That was like I said. Well, that was what was going on in my life at that time. Head is and was and always will be one of my weaknesses. I cannot turn down head.
You do understand you try.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
A woman could walk in here right now, butt naked, like, nope, I wouldn't do it. When she got to her knees, I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm sorry, it happened. I'm better now. I know how to control my
You
urges.
better. You just said. You said she came in here. Like, how are you better?
Because I don't have my girlfriend now, so it don't matter, make a difference. But if I had a girl, then
you would say no.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
See, that's just
I
I've
mean,
grown as my stories are from my, not just me from my dad, because I don't live there. I love that. I love that bodyguard.
yeah, the fact that it's a meme and that's not your real thoughts.
But I had to use it. Now I wanted to get into a conversation.
So Valentine's Day is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What is the one thing that you would never get a Valentine?
One thing I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
A tattoo on my body of their name. That's a no go for me. And I sent y'all that one. It's a female rapper who got her man's name on her 6 different places.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend. Nah, never. Nah, that's one thing I wouldn't do.
Unless you got hell of a tattoo, I let it cover up.
I would never. I remember.
Why go do it? You know what I mean? Like, you spending money and you going through time, and that artist that tattooed that on you, they put in their time just for you to cover it up later. That's just, come on now.
I mean,
how about you get something that you claim symbolizes? That way, later on in life, you can say, "Oh no, this means something else." You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got a bird.
Yeah,
and that's the bird we saw on our first
CBT,
date.
was there ever a female that sexed you so good that you would have considered getting a tattoo with her name on you?
I like tattoos. I would never tattoo a woman's name on my body because that'll give some folks a certain sense of, I got this motherfucker. I can do what the fuck I want because this nigga got my name tattooed on his body. So he gotta stay around. Cause then you're gonna be really stupid walking around with another chick's name on your body trying to date somebody else. So to me, it's just an ass backwards logic.
So I once knew a girl. I once knew a chick, and dude must have had the magic stick. She put this nigga's name like a half a sleeve on her shoulder, and then they broke up.
Yep, I mean, really.
So,
like, here's my thing.
The funny thing, we'll tell you what I did though, because I knew that she did it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Oh yeah, let me see your tattoo." She's like, "Yeah." I said, "So what does it mean?" So then she was like, "It's African for something," and I was like, "Oh, it is."
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was African for I put a nigga's name on my body,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was like, "Oh, you know."
I'm sorry, that's just
yes.
not the only males who are going to, that could possibly, I'm not even saying going to, but who could possibly get their name on me. It's my son, my father, my grandfather.
Yeah, makes sense.
You got to be in my lineage somewhere. Other than that, that's not something that's in my mind. And it's not because I feel some kind of way about a person. Or like, let's say I'm married and he dies. It may be. But I don't know what the future may hold. You could be my greatest love, but you can also be my greatest heartbreak.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to look at that. That's permanent.
What would I've had some weird scenarios. So I had an ex, and she, thank God, this shit was a temporary tattoo.
What?
But she had tattooed my name on her arm. But that's not the worst part. She tattooed her boyfriend's name on the other.
I'm sorry. So you were her ex when she did it?
Yeah.
Nah, why would she, even as a temporary tattoo, why?
I was like, what the fuck?
That doesn't make any sense.
Actually, I said so many words, I probably can't repeat them all because we'll probably be getting turned off the air. But it went something like, what the, and then this put beat, 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 beat,
No,
beat,
it
beat,
doesn't make
beat,
any
beat.
sense.
Like, I was like, yo, like, that ain't cool. And she's like, you're not happy? No.
That's attention. If it's a temporary tattoo, that's a temporary.
First of all, I didn't, but when I didn't know it was something. What the fuck was wrong with you?
Mm-hmm. That's attention seeking. That's stupid. I wouldn't even get a henna tattoo with somebody's name on it. For what? I don't agree.
You got any message for your Washington football team fan, CP3?
No, I pretty much said all I had to say. I
Cause
posted.
you was typing angrily earlier.
Just folks, just because they want to talk about, that's the past, but then Snyder's on the team for 30 years. Like stuff y'all talking about happened when he first got here.
Yeah, he was an idiot when he first got here. Yeah.
But then you won't let that go, but you willing to let down another different time. Segregation was popular. Just really, just stop. Like I keep on saying that they had a good stretch for 10 years. Oh, when George Allen took over, they were over 500. Yeah, but I said the franchise. I didn't say for a coach. So you can continue
Before
to
a season.
yeah, you can continue to make excuses for your manufactured hatred of the man. I understand you're not happy with the results. That's cool. But all the whining and stuff, it's pathetic.
I mean, the only way I can see it would be Daniel Snyder's fault. First of all, if it's a curse, it's a curse. It's not necessarily his fault. The curse would have been, like you stated earlier, before he even got there. That's when it really would have taken place. But I mean, he doesn't make the best decisions, business decisions in regards to a franchise, a football team. He doesn't make and we knew that when he first came in, because he was wilding. He acted a fool. But since then, he has stepped back some. He still doesn't make the best decisions like ever, but he's doing much better.
Yeah.
I don't like the guy, honestly. I don't like him. But the team, if they suck, it's not always on him, unless he continues to put people in place that completely and totally suck and keep them there. But to those people who, I'm playing both sides of the fence, by the way. For those people who say it's his fault, they could look at that as you put people in place and you never got rid of them and they sucked and you saw that they sucked. So I see both sides of the equation. It's not necessarily him, but at the same time, I understand when people do say it. Well, I understand some people do say it. Some people.
There's been some bad decisions. And, like you said, sticking with Jay Gruden for 6 years, but then he had to counter the word of nobody ever fulfills their contract. Nobody ever does extensions. So Jay had some good points, very few. A lot of bad points, but he was trying to show consistency.
Yeah.
And now he's showing that with Rivera, even he's had 2 losing seasons, he won a division last year. There's been no word of him being on the hot seat, even though some of these stupid sports media clickbait folks are saying that, which I don't agree with. There's no way in the hell he should be on the hot seat.
Not yet. No.
Yeah. You can't fix 30 years of dysfunction in 2 seasons.
No.
Sorry. You
No,
have
you
to
can't.
have time. And the problem is the fan base doesn't have patience, but they won't allow us to rebuild in a timely fashion, the way as the team that y'all were just talking about, Buffalo. They were in our position 4 years ago. Look at them now talking about, perennial Super Bowl contenders because they went through the process. They allowed their coach to make the decisions. They let their players develop. Josh Allen, first year as a rookie, I didn't think he had it, but we gave him time to develop it now. He's out there talking about MVP talks, trying to get to the AFC Championship game.
Well, here's the thing. You said that the Washington fans are not patient. There are a lot of them that's patient. You're talking 30 years.
Yeah, I'm saying
So-
patient. You can't account for the last 27 years ago with the 2 years that's going on now. I know it's hard to separate. Like I said, now that I cover sports, I'm not as an emotional fan as I used to be, so I can make that split and say, okay, I understand the frustration from the last 30 years, but you can't mix that with what's going on right now.
They blame what's going on right now on all of it. However, as a fan, it is frustrating because you have waited 30 years
Definitely, I understand.
for them to turn
But
the
there's been
franchise.
some success. There hasn't been Super Bowl, but there's been some good points, some bad points, but most franchises.
Well, most fans that want their team to be successful, they want the Super Bowl.
True, I get that. But the thing about all the teams that haven't even sniffed the Super Bowl before.
That's not our problem.
But that's
We're
what
not
I'm
them.
saying. But we talk about how dysfunctional the organization is, but then when another organization turns it around in 2 or 3 years, well, why can't we do that? In the same breath, you just said we had dysfunction like no other franchise, but then you want to compare us to another franchise and say, how come they can't do that too? The fuck are you talking about?
Who you talking
That
to?
shit can't happen because
Who you talking to?
the
Let me get personal to?
Because it's the
It's like,
hypocrisy of
tell
the thought
us who
process.
you talking
It's the hypocrisy of the thought process. Just like in car sales right now, I got a customer that wants. No, I'm just saying he wants top price for his trade-in, but then complains about the adjusted market value on new vehicles.
to?
I'm like, well, if we didn't have this adjusted market value, your car wouldn't be worth $10,000. So, and then we took off extra money, like $4,000. So you worried about a $27 markup, and we just took off $4,000, and you worried about the small stuff. Like you're getting what you want, but now you want to nitpick about how you're getting it. Like what the fuck? And that's like the Washington fan. Like we can go 17-0, shut out every team and score 50 points, and they still wouldn't be happy.
We didn't do that though.
But I'm saying, even going back to last year when we had a blowout, we won by 35 points. There were fans talking about we should have won by more.
Oh.
What the fuck?
We're not talking about that. We're not gonna talk about that.
But that's the point that I'm making. Lewis are never going to be fucking satisfied.
A W is a W.
No
Okay.
matter what you do, we won by 35 points. We should have won by more. That team was this and that. Like, really?
Yeah. I love seeing CP3. That shit's hilarious. Yeah.
That should be blowing me. Like, come on, bro.
How about you just like block those people?
Nah, because
they're clearly idiots. Okay,
exactly. But I try to educate.
Is this on Facebook?
This is on social media.
Everywhere.
Okay, the
On
reason why I
Twitter.
say that is because, especially on Facebook, they got this little feature where you can like not block them and not unfriend them, but
you
they'll
won't
show
get notifications.
you less.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I love that feature. I've done that to quite a few
I do that to
individuals.
people, but like when it comes to sport, I try to educate these stuff. Some of them don't know that's
But
like,
here's the thing that's funny to me.
Hey, look. That's a double entendre.
All football fans don't know football. There are a lot of folks that don't know.
Oh, toast to you, brother. Toast to you.
That's real shit, man.
Oh.
So CP3, let's before we end this, I want to talk some music real quick. Who do you think, in your opinion, or what is the most overrated artist in your opinion?
Well, my opinion.
Yeah.
That's a bold question right there. Most? Yeah, I'm probably gonna kill me for this. I gotta say Nicki Minaj. I don't understand her appeal at all.
Who's okay?
Oh, because I don't know the music, but to me, I don't know none of her. I don't see her appeal at all. I don't get it.
I mean,
I feel you.
she took a lane because Nicki Minaj got famous because basically there was nobody there. Remy Ma was locked up. Little Kim was
Getting plastic
surgery.
I'm sorry, Kim. My
Yeah,
bad. My bad.
looking like,
that was
you
not
know. No, it was true.
It was me.
Missy Elliott was like, "Yo, I'm rich.
Well, her
I'm
heart
super
isn't
rich."
producing, honestly.
Yeah, she's like, so there was a void, and Queen Latifah was making movies. Eve was dating a white guy that you knew.
She's like she was the DJ.
Yeah.
And he's a billionaire.
Exactly. So it was this big void, and Nicki Minaj stepped in.
Yeah.
The one thing about Nicki Minaj's success is I may not really like Nicki Minaj, but I do understand why she's successful. She was able to create a big marketing for herself because she had a 10-year run uncontested. I mean, there were some people like you never heard of, like Jean Grey and yeah. So they were dope, but they just wasn't nearly on her level. And Nicki Minaj was able also. She happened to get popular around the rise of social media. So which also made her
and YouTube like had an uptick.
Yeah. And let's be honest. She can out rap Soulja Boy, who was also there for the vibes of the social
See,
media.
at least with Soldier Boy, he is more of a producer. Nicki she's just straight artist.
Yeah.
And I feel like for her, she crossed over, and that's what made her big.
She did.
She
And
was in pop as well.
that's another thing.
She was very popish. She completely changed her entire demeanor. She changed her whole look, her style, so that she can be fluid
Yeah.
in both hip hop and pop. And I feel like that is what really catapulted her. She got her little surgeries. She dressed up in pink.
They weren't little.
I'm being nice about it, guys.
I've seen the before of Nicki Flatness.
And Nicki was like very tomboyish.
Yes.
I'm gonna come stay your girl type of chick. And then she had the surgeries and wore pink and did she had her bipolar type of rap.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. It was bipolar.
I mean,
And that one version was something that you could take into pop. One version of Nicki, the girly version, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I hated Starships, but motherfuckers love that song.
Right. She was like it was almost like at one point it was like she was coming for Katy Perry.
Yeah.
And so for a hip hop artist to be at that magnitude, I give her props. I don't think she's a good artist though. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a Nicki fan. Especially one thing I don't like about her is that it's almost like we talked about this before. It's like she didn't feel like it was enough room for more than one female artist, and she threw shade at Kim. And I'm like, chick, everything you do is like Kim.
Yeah.
Your poses, your style, everything was like Kim. And so for me, I just wanted to smack her at that point. Like that's all I felt like. Every time I would see her when she would do her interviews, it really made me angry because it's like you modeled your career after Kim and then you came for her. So I wasn't a fan.
So the thing about it was, at one point I was a Nicki Minaj fan because my Dark Twisted Fantasy on Monster, she ripped it. And I'm like, oh my God, maybe I was wrong about this chick. And then the following year, I get fucking Starships.
Yeah. And it's like, you know.
And Bees in the Trap.
Mm-hmm. That was an awful song, but it was a beat. There was a beat that was catchy. That was really what it was.
And then she had these whack ass songs that people gave passes to, and I was just like, this joint sucks.
Because she got that pop culture to follow her, and let's be real, people who enjoy pop going over to hip hop, they're not like the KRS-One. They're the Will Smith.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to have this certain, you have to be colorful and, you know, and go along with just about everything that pop stands for. And Nicki was able to do that. So I'll give her props on that aspect.
Yeah.
She was able to cross over because some of her songs were on the pop charts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they were not just listed as hip hop.
I mean, she's definitely has done her mogul thing. I don't like her attitude neither.
Yeah.
So
because
her interviews turn me off.
Right. And then when it came to her and Cardi, it's once again
totally different energies.
Right. But no, I mean the way she spoke about Cardi, the way she spoke about all these different female artists, as if she thought that she could be the only one.
Yeah.
And look at what she is now. Let you put out something right now. And she tried to not that long ago, and it got nowhere near where Cardi got. And she bashed Cardi as if Cardi wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
And I feel like Nicki shot herself in the foot, unless it was planned. I doubt it though, because of her history. But unless it was planned, Nicki helped Cardi because she was hating on her so bad that people were in support of Cardi because of Nicki.
Yeah.
Like, oh nah, I don't. Because me personally, I didn't like Cardi when she first came out. When I saw how hard Nicki was hating on her, I was like, let me check this girl out.
So the funny thing about that is, you know, I'm a big fan of The Secret, and you know, elections have been won on stuff like this. There are, for Nicki, Carly's fans, they weren't necessarily pro Carly, but they were more anti Nicki fans. fans, and then as she started creating more anti-Nicki fans, those anti-Nicki fans became pro-Carly fans, and that's what created the void that she's in, and now it's a big lane.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, the reason why I look further into Cardi is because I don't like Nicki.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Cardi had a performance. I can't remember what show it was. It was a while ago. And she brought all these hip hop artists, female, onto the stage with her.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Because this Remy had just got out.
Yeah.
She had Lil Kim. I think she had MC Light, Queen Latifah. Like, come on now. And that's what I like. She will promote and raise up other female artists. Just like Nicki wasn't gonna rock with Megan the way that Cardi did. Not that way.
But don't nobody want to talk about that big L that
With the
Nicki
knot.
that Nicki took from Remy.
Yeah, she did, man.
she thought became a word.
But Remy was waiting. Like the whole time I feel like the whole time she was locked up, it was like, I'm coming for her.
Like Remy said shit in there that I was just like, that's damn.
And you know, everybody say that Remy got her info.
I understand that they'll still be playing WAP 50 years from now.
Yes.
Understand?
They will.
Just understand.
But it's a lot
At
of
the end of
things.
the day, WAP will still be played.
Cardi
when we're
had a
dead,
big.
they'll still be playing that song.
Yes.
I feel like Cardi was
That's
an
all.
influence in society, in the culture.
She
Whether
has it.
you like her or not, she has. And I honestly appreciate her grind and her hustle. When I first heard her, I was like, who is this little ratchet girl performing? I don't watch reality shows, so I missed all of that.
Yeah.
I missed all of the reality stuff. I see clips now. You know, it's over.
Yeah.
But I missed all of that. But knowing her story, I'm like, okay, this girl got some hustle to her. Whether I like her music or not, whether I feel like she got the best lyrics ever. No, I like her hustle. She brings good energy. She has produced, you know, as an artist, not necessarily produced, but produced some music that I can rock with.
Yeah.
You know. But so I'll give her her props. You know, I will. But Nicki,
So, what artist do you feel is overrated?
well, I agree with CP3, that's for sure. There are a lot. Is that messed up?
No, but just pick one.
Because like we mentioned, Soulja Boy, he's overrated.
Yes.
I mean, real talk. Oops.
He's very overrated.
And I feel like we have some artists. I haven't heard lately anybody putting this particular artist that I'm about to say in their top, but I feel like Kanye is overrated as an artist, not as a producer, but as an artist.
That hurts.
I
But
know
it could
it
be
hurts.
true.
I know it hurts.
But I'm a Kanye fan.
Did you listen to his last album?
Yeah.
Okay, that was awful to me.
So just listen to that game joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just heard it.
That easy joint is nasty. No.
I just listened to it and I was just like,
That easy joint is
I was just
nasty.
like, oh
I feel like I
my
do want
God, I
to
was
beat
just
Davidson
like,
up though.
oh,
But I feel
Kanye, just oof.
I feel like Kanye has provided some moments. He definitely has provided.
Yes.
And that may be true. It could be his mental state. Like he has to be in the right mental state and
You know what I'm talking
to produce some good music. Like I really do. That's what you're saying is probably true. So meaning if he's in the right state of mind, that's when we get the best Kanye. Because I've heard some music by him and I'm like, well, what?
He's definitely in the category. I put him in the category.
But are you talking lyrically or producing?
Lyrically, he's I give him above average. I can't say he's great, but to me, he's an above average lyricist for someone coming from a producer background.
Right.
That's the way I would.
Yeah.
But I've heard people literally say like he's the best, and I'm like, nah.
But when they say he's the best, they mean he's the best rapper or producer. There's no
Maybe
way.
that's what it is. Because you can't tell me that he's the
There's
best.
no way we can say there's no way, and I'm a Kanye fan, so y'all can come for me if you want to. Y'all might not want to open that door, but there's no way we can say he's the best rapper. Period.
No, and people who say that, and I've heard people say that, and I'm like, nah. But he's
Kanye,
giving us some moments, but that's
Kanye has made great albums.
Yeah.
And even his weaker albums are better than some of these people's, better than average albums. Like even a weak album for Kanye, because the bar is so high of stuff that he's done. You're like, yo, this is okay, but it's no College Dropout.
Right.
You know. So it's like when Michael Jackson didn't go diamond, and they're like, Michael Jackson sold 2 million records, and they're like, that's a failure. Nigga, that's a failure? 2 million? You're like, damn. Do you know how many artists would kill just to sell 2 million? So, like with Kanye, I just think he's the best rapper producer. And
well, I mean, then you talking Drake. Is Drake better?
who?
Drake.
He's not a producer.
You sound like
He's not a producer
you
though.
sound like Soulja Boy.
Drake.
But for hip hop, that's what I feel. But for R&B, people hate me for this, but I feel like it's fine.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, I think Monica's way better. And Britney Spears, she's overrated.
I don't know. Britney got a lot of hits though.
She got hits, but Christina Aguilera was better. Vocalist, vocally speaking, no, neither one of them. I feel like the girl rival. I feel like their rival was a better singer. You see what I'm saying? Like Christina can blow, Britney can just sing pop. Monica can blow, Brandy can sing.
Okay.
So I feel like, and it's an unpopular opinion.
Well, my opinion, I know it's gonna be unpopular.
What's your opinion?
The most overrated person to me, Lil Wayne.
Well, yeah, I feel like I agree with
that.
I feel like
they give
his best work is when he was high.
They give Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne says a lot of stupid shit when he rhymes, and he has a lot of songs. That doesn't make them all good.
He has a rock album that did anybody buy it?
White people or desperate Lil Wayne fans. To me, and I think to me, Drake is a better artist than Lil Wayne.
I mean, honestly, yes, Drake has more to say, but I'm not a big Drake fan. I like Drake before he got popular, back when he had like his little cornrows, his little flat twists.
I'm just picturing the Jewish boy with cornrows.
I mean, I really did like Drake back then. Like back in MySpace days, I had Drake's song on my MySpace page. When you went to my MySpace page, his song "Replacement Girl" with Trey Songz. That was technically the first song they've ever done. That was playing on my MySpace. I like Drake then. The Drake now is like, okay.
I mean, Certified Lover Boy sucked, but
I mean, I feel like that was him and Kanye going back and forth, just doing stuff. I didn't like it either, honestly.
You're right.
I didn't like Certified Lover Boy either.
There's a couple cuts.
A couple cuts.
I'm gonna be real with you. The highlight on the album for me on Certified Lover Boy was Daddy's Home, because I liked the song that he sampled. Not because, I mean, when I went back and listened to the message, it was a little better, but the first thing that stuck out to me was because it was sampled from a song that I liked, not because I was like, oh, this song rocks. That was my highlight.
The thing about it was I knew from the title of Certified Lover Boy
that was gonna be something.
There's gonna be some cut.
Oh, and look at the album cover.
Yeah.
You know, with the look at the
But-
album. Right.
But I'm gonna tell you,
I tell you everything.
what did it for me for Lil Wayne was was it the Carter 3 or the Carter 4? The one where they did the intro and all the niggas rapped on it but Lil Wayne. All the niggas that were better than Lil Wayne rapped on it. And then when I finally heard the stuff, I was like, this shit is. It's not great. It's not bad. But nigga, you had us on wait for this shit.
I feel like if you take away the music
That's a lot.
and you listen to just the lyrics, if it doesn't make you sit up and be like, "Word," then it's trash. The beat made your song, and Lil Wayne, I agree.
A lot of his beats make your song because a lot of the stuff he does is.
But truth be told, a lot of people blame Lil Wayne, and I do mean blame Lil Wayne for a lot of the music
The
that we
mumble
have
rap.
today, right?
Because he started that when he was high. I don't know if somebody had a finger up his ass or he was having a brain aneurysm.
He trying to get
Too soon.
Quick scoring update. Kansas City is up 26-21.
Good job.
Buffalo in the fourth quarter with 8:55 left.
That's too much time.
Yeah, there was a punt. Excuse me, there was a penalty. So Buffalo was forced to repunt. Tyreek Hill then broke it for almost 50 yards, got to the 20. But Buffalo's defense stood up, got a hell of a play on the third down and make them lose 5 yards to take the field goal. So it's a real interesting game. I said it's going to come down to the wire. I took Buffalo, but it's in Kansas City, so we're going to see how this one pans out.
Well, I honestly hope that you're wrong for this one. You've been
I want
right
Buffalo
about
to
everything
lose.
else, but I want you to be wrong on this one.
It might be Buffalo time, man.
Fuck them niggas.
Depending on who win the NFC Championship game, I might be rooting for Buffalo, but I damn sure ain't rooting for Trent Williams in San Francisco.
I'd rather San Francisco win than Buffalo, honestly.
I'm not when Trent Williams get the ring. Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Anything
That's a
I'm paying.
personal thing.
Oh, another rapper who I think is over is before we end the show is overrated is Young Thug. I don't know what the fuck he says.
I've heard his name, but I never heard his music. So.
I don't know enough.
I know he did the song "The Stone" and the sound. I didn't know that was rapping. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
There's a lot of
I thought two squirrels were having sex.
That's why I said a lot of people blame Lil Wayne for that sound.
Yeah, because he's one of the products of it. It's like if Lil Wayne impregnated one of the Amigos and their mouth got crushed by a dump truck. What? I thought that was accurate.
And what's it, Offset who used to dance for Whitney Houston?
No, for real?
Offset? I think it was Offset. Don't get me wrong, one of the Migos.
Was he on set when he danced?
He was he was a kid and I think he was in the I Am Every Woman video. But it was like a whole bunch of little boys dancing in like suits. He was little. Think about it. If I say Whitney Houston, then yeah, he was little. That's sad. How's that sad? What's funny? He's a little kid. He was getting money.
He's being groomed.
You know what?
That means he's being groomed.
He was a little
He's
because
being
they
groomed.
had a whole bunch of it was maybe
Whatever
about
lane he
5
was in,
little
he's being groomed.
boys, and they had suits on, so it wasn't like he was doing something feminine. Yeah, and he was dancing.
He's groomed at that age.
You was a Whitney Houston fan?
Yeah, started fucking with that rock and bottom.
That was like way before people realized that. I'm Every Woman. Apparently, they said that she had already had her first hit way before that.
Some people say she's the one that got Bobby hooked.
Yeah, because one of her family members stepped up and said that they were the reason why she was on drugs, not Bobby. Honestly, you said a lot of people said she's the one that got Bobby hooked. Apparently, that was what brought them together.
Yeah.
The fact that they both.
Let the rock.
Rock, baby.
It's like The Rock. We're not talking about Jay-Z.
But I still find the funniest interview ever was when she was like,
She was like, with the receipts.
right. I don't have no receipts. Can someone show me the receipts? I was like, oh, Whitney had an attitude. Okay, honey.
Yo, there's a call. There's a call when she went up. When she called up when you went, and she checked the shit out of her.
Wendy, I don't know what you're talking about. Wendy, are you gonna talk about your drug problem, Wendy? I was like, oh my god, she was terrible. And then her and Joe Brown, those are two that went off on Wendy.
Yeah,
like epic. It was epic. Who, Wendy? And shout out to Wendy, she's doing bad. He says, "Oh wow, yeah, she's." They said a lot of people are saying she don't recognize her.
She has dementia.
Meet people around.
She halfway put Donnie Simpson on blast too. You know
She
what I'm saying?
tried.
Halfway put Donnie Simpson on
Yeah.
blast. She
Yeah.
talking about the certain DC DJ she used to toot. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we already know. Well, I ain't
That
gonna
it
even
was
get
that
into
what
it.
she was talking about.
You're
She was
right. I
trying
ain't
to
even
Donnie
gonna get
Simpson.
into all that.
You come for
But,
Donnie Simpson, you want to have all the DC aspects.
you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know, the
You
one
know,
that was one.
that's just what I took
You
from
would think that she learned her lesson. That's why she got sent to Philly when she tried to put Puff on blast for being a gay rapper, which he is, by the way.
You're right.
That
That
is not my business.
My brother worked at the Ritz Carlton.
I know. A lot of people have said they
He
have
said
come
that
with
he said that
receipts.
they saw Puff go up with multiple men and they burnt the sheets afterwards.
My thing is
she
is
never
that
make a hit record.
Squeal like a pig.
Wendy, and I feel like for me, the lowest that she went was when she announced to the world that Method Man's wife
Had cancer.
And that was the lowest of the low. All because she wanted Method Man to be her man.
Yeah. He said he ain't never hit that, which if I was him, I would say the same thing.
Whether he did or not.
Yeah.
Because that's not a good look. Honestly, the way Wendy looks now is completely different.
She used to look a little bit better back in the day.
A lot better. It's not a little bit. But she looked like a whole different person. Like you may not even recognize.
Like if you want to throw up, see Wendy Williams in a bathing suit. That shit is nasty.
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit's terrible.
But
That's just like a scarecrow with balloons in it.
I don't wish bad things on Wendy.
No.
But I will say, karma, man.
Well, Wendy causes 90% of her troubles.
Mm-hmm.
And Wendy had good relationships with people, but then she fucked them up to be famous.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the whole Method Man thing.
She had no limits. She did whatever.
Yeah. And like even the whole how she would put people on blast. Like you put Chris Brown on blast for beating Rihanna, but your husband was beating you. But every day for 10 years, or for 20 years, or whatever long that show was on, executive produced by whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, just when she talked about Wendy and her drug problems, Wendy, you had drug problems.
Yeah.
And probably at that time was using drugs, but you call her Whitney out? Mm-hmm. Like, come on now.
She's smoking rock, you sniffing coke.
And that's the thing that people was talking about. People was talking about that. And even Judge Joe Brown had said it. You always putting other people's business out. But when yours come out, you don't like that.
No, I mean, it was when she did that Aaliyah movie. And it was the most terrible thing ever. Didn't have the backing of the family. And I've seen when she used to dog people on her television show about that movie sucked. She said, well, my movie was the #1 on Lifetime.
There was no other movie at that time that anyway, it was just a regular Lifetime movies that nobody really watches.
It was #1 because people watched to see how fucking bad it was.
But even still, look at what Lifetime movie produces on the regular.
Garbage.
And that is one movie that they actually pushed. They actually, advertised. So yes, it's going to be the #1 movie on Lifetime. Lifetime. That's not. I'm no shade to Lifetime.
It's the Man-Hater Network.
But real talk, other than Christmas time, don't nobody watch Lifetime. So having the #1 movie on Lifetime, I don't feel like is a great accomplishment. Now, if it was on like HBO, who's known to have a whole bunch of movies, that's different, especially right now.
Well, I would say like this: Lifetime is what destroyed a lot of young women in their 30s relationship because they grew up watching shit on Lifetime and then Snap.
I'm gonna be honest with you because my college roommate, she used to watch Lifetime. She loved Lifetime. She would just be watching Lifetime. I couldn't do it.
The Man-Hater Network.
I couldn't do it. I would be sitting there like, for real. And all of them had the same plot. So when people talk about these Christmas movies and how they all have, That's what Lifetime does. They take the same plot and split it up between all these different movies. So yes, their Christmas movies are all gonna be the same plot. All of them.
All their movies have the same plot.
Yes, exactly. So they have the Christmas movies, which have a happy type of, thing around it, happy vibe to it. And then all the other movies, just all bad.
Look, when I used to see my mom watch, my mom used to watch Cops, Lifetime,
which they took off the air.
Lifetime, and America's Most
You can
Wanted.
stream it, but it's not on. Like it's not
And
syndicated.
and with those combinations, I knew I would never have a stepdad. Because it's true. Those combinations of those shows, I knew I was never gonna get a stepdad.
Yeah, I don't rock with Lifetime. I never did. I can't do it.
Like Lifetime is the man is I swear it's the man hater network. Lifetime will have you think a nigga going to the store is and he really be going to the store is out here doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And really he just went to get you some bread.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, CP3, if it was you, I could understand that.
I ain't got the first back.
You just told us the story of you slept with you got head from your girl sisters.
You're right.
See, you are a Lifetime movie. You are a walking Lifetime movie.
Here we go. Here we go.
But you cannot refuse head from
Bill Jr. Oh wait, we going there too?
Oh,
Just gonna hit
shit.
all the presidents today. Uh-huh. So today you're lying bigly. I got another president for you. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that ain't the president.
Yep.
He done had too much babies.
Not yet. It's never enough. What I was doing is setting up for a song to play for us to leave. I wish somebody would be like, you play a lot of Renegade stuff. There's a fucking reason. Oh, I got notifications on TikTok. If only if I paid attention to that shit like that.
I can't do it. I'm not a bad person.
I can see CP3 tugging on TikTok.
I about to say, I can see him on TikTok not doing a video, but looking at everybody else stuff.
On TikTok, but they say that's the new, Snapchat and TikTok. I'm working on trying.
So
to
don't
get
they?
somebody to run it. I thought I had something.
Thought you had something.
You know what? I was gonna play Renegade, but I'm not. I think I want to play this one instead. I'm about to get my singing.
Tell me all your secrets, I've been dying to know. When I hit it, I might lose control. Looking like a stripper when she on that pole. Make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. Working for a nigga like whoa. Hit it, I might lose control. Tell me what no one knows. I make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. Working for a nigga like whoa. Hit it, I might lose control. Tell me what no one knows. I make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. I've been searching for a girl like you. Always on time, put it on me, I'm Ja Rule. Only for the rules, shit, I might act a damn fool. Diving in your pool, doing laps like a tongue do. Now I got you, what you gon' do? Secrets, been in your Vicky secrets. Surfing on this wave, shit, I'm seasick, oh. Michael Jackson, I just beat it. Knight and shining, I'm a slaying dragons for your secrets. Destiny, you and me make the perfect recipe. Until it's R.I.P., yeah. You know what it is, and I put that on A&T. She the queen bee, man, I feel like like I'm Jay-Z. All your secrets I've been dying to know. When I hit it, I might lose control. Looking like a stripper when she on that pole. Make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. Working for a nigga like whoa. Hit it, I might lose control. Tell me what no one knows. I make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. Working for a nigga like whoa. Hit it, I might lose control. Tell me what no one knows. I make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. Tell me all your secrets, I've been dying to know. When I hit it, I might lose control. Looking like a stripper when she on that pole. Make her see Z's like Beyonce knows. Working for a nigga like whoa. Hit it, I might lose control.
Hit it, I might lose control. I think I hit my song this one time now.
You don't really know about me, I don't really know about you. When they ask what do it takes, I say it takes two. How you ever gon' doubt me? It was never really about me. When they ask what does it takes, I say it takes two. Fussing and arguing every night. I knew you left cause you ain't right. Treating you well, I pay the price. Now you doing it out of spite. What you always think I need to be comfort. When you walk away and I just need a convo. When you hit me up in those damn pronto. I guess both egos can't fit in the condo. All these games that you play with me, and watch what you say to me. What you said all at first, it was fake to me. Tryna get me on my mode, you ain't changing me. You could've had what she had. Searching for love, but it's all in my bag. Sorry he started you and fucked up your past. I knew from the start that shit wouldn't last. But I don't think I'm the one that's gon' wait on you. It's only me and you, I don't really care what they gon' do. I guess this what this makes you. Counting all the wrongs it takes to. You don't really know about me, I don't really know about you. When they ask what do it takes, I say it takes two. How you ever gon' doubt me? It was never really about me. When they ask what does it takes, I say it takes two.